keep going, goddamn it. What it do? Wow.
Charlo has just vanquished Erickson Lubin.
Truth, Errol Spence Jr.
There's a big left hand.
Gervonta Davis.
Shout out to the almighty LDBC, the Lions Den boxing community. If you didn't know, now you know. All right. If you didn't know, now you know. What's going on, everybody? This is your boy KQKC, and this is actually, this is, I'm gonna say this is a new show, kind of, because I'm gonna call this an open panel Saturday. All right, I don't do open panels, and I still don't do open panels. I'm gonna do it just on Saturday mornings. All right, instead of having a call-in show, I get a chance to see your asses. All right, and you get a chance to talk with the singing OG. All right, I think that would be great. I got a lot of phone calls about it yesterday, about how great it was to do that. Or was that the day before? I don't know. Anyway, but it was great. We got over 2,000 some views on that show. And I think, okay, all right, I do it once a week. But, that ain't my flavor. My flavor is to hold the mic in my hand and sing the super chat song. That's my flavor. That's my style. All right? Everybody got a style, baby. All right? Like Stormy B, man. He's the sensei, baby. Yes, sir. He gonna break it down to you. So that's my style. That's his style. Everybody have a different style. All right? And I hope you enjoy my style. All right? And I thank everybody for coming in here on this Saturday morning. I know everybody got a lot to do. All right, on this October the 22nd. All right. So with that in mind, all right. First of all, let's see who all in the building. All right. Then we're gonna get right into some boxing talk. All right. Now there's no fight tonight. Okay, let's just be honest. There's no fight tonight, but it is a fight on the zone. Okay, Santa Martin is fighting tonight. All right, it's not a big fight. But I know the fighters, okay? A true boxing fan know who these fighters are. Casuals probably don't. But it's boxing. If you're a boxing fan, you'll watch it, okay? If you're a boxing fan, you'll watch it, all right? You got to appreciate the sport of boxing, all right? We just don't hang our hats on one fight, all right? Let's focus on the fights that's already been made. Let's focus on the fights that's going to be made easily. Okay, so let's just get into that. All right, but first of all, let me see who all in the building. All right, we got my man. What's going on, Crunch Juice, baby? What's that with you, baby? He said 10 million ducks. Oh, baby. I just don't see how. All right, we'll get into that a little later. Yes, sir. All right, and we got Jose DS in the building, baby. What's going on with you? We got 512 Boxing, also known as Big Texas. What's going on? The winning team is up in the building, baby. How y'all feel? All right. Y'all got y'all coffee and stuff. I've been having my coffee like 4:30 this morning. Yes, sir. I'm an early riser, baby. Yes, sir. All right. I go to bed late and wake up early. Damn, that's why I'm always sleepy. Young world, what's going on with you, baby? Salute to you. And CB3, what's going on with you? And we got my man. Yes, sir. The Keggy, baby. What's going on, Keggy? Salute to you, baby. All right. Flawless mentality. Dr. Marks. I finally found you on Instagram, baby. Yes, sir. I found you on Instagram. I shot you a message about today's show. All right. Just to see, was that the real you? I hope that was. If not, there's another Dr. Marks somewhere. All right. So anyway, I know the other Dr. Mark probably said, man, what the hell? Who's this? William Old School. What's going on with you, baby? All right. And like I said, William Old School, he came back to boxing when he fought Bermain Stavern. Yes, sir. I read your comments. I told you, you can't trust a nigga from Chicago because we steal shit. Alvin Davis, what's going on with you, AD, baby? Salute to you. All right. We got A_BZ, baby. 713 is in the building. All right, salute to you, baby. All right, yes, sir. We got my man, my Chicago brother, Stormy B. Man is in the building, baby. All right, salute to you. All right, we got Melvin Wright. What's going on, Melvin? Yes, sir. Good morning to you, baby. Looking forward to the show today. Yes, sir. All right, man. All right, yes, sir. You know, it's Saturday morning, you know, and we're going to talk a little sports, you know, it's all right. Antoine Reed, what's going on with you, boxing man? What's going on with you? And we got Sweet T. Yes, sir. All right, yes, ma'am. What's going on with you? All right, PH Big Dog, it's in the building. What's going on? Salute to you. All right, yes, sir. Who else we got up here? Tony Promise. What's going on with you, Tony? How you feel, Anthony? What's up, T? How you feel, man? All right, we got Knockout Boxing 86 TV is in the building. What's going on, Knockout Boxing? Don't forget to check us out. Oh, yeah, we still live tomorrow. Yes, sir. Just because ain't no big fight or nothing like that tonight, don't worry. We still going to be live tomorrow at 9 a.m. And don't worry, I'll be wide awake, goddammit. Trust me. All right. And don't forget to go check out Knockout Box. He got a great video up on his stream. All right. Go check him out. All right. Go check it out. Man, very informative. I watched it twice. Okay. So go check him out. All right. Now, who else we got up in here? We got my man Z. We talking about Zulu Lion. That's my guy. What's going on, Z? How you feel, man? All right. I hope you're feeling okay. I hope everybody's feeling okay. All right. Who else we got up in here? We got G Code up in here. What's up, G Code? What's going on with you, baby? All right. Salute to you. Okay. Who else we got up in here? Okay. Oh, let me pull it down a little more. Okay. We got Squally McFadden up in here. All right. We got my man Ricky. What's going on? Ricky Williams is up in here. Ricky got a video also up. And Ricky is going in on it. Yes, sir. He is laying the foundation down. He's building it brick by brick. And he get all the way to that top, baby. And I'm telling you, he went all the way to the top with that one, baby. So you go check out Ricky Williams' video. I mean, man, he is on fire, baby. Man, he's on fire. Man. So check it out. All right. I checked it out too. Yes, sir. Who else we got up here? Lenny Munson is up in here. What's going on, Lenny? Salute to you, baby. Knock down 305. What's going on with you? Steve Austin, the $6 million man. No, I can give you 10 million. How about 10 million, y'all? Yes, sir. All right. Because when I went in there to see Earl, I had 10 million in my back pocket. They didn't know that. I'm just playing. Well, maybe I'm not. Maybe I'm not. All right. Hey, I'm just saying. You know, huh? And I'm just saying, right? Because remember, he was looking for the big fish, right? When he was looking for the big fish? Well, yeah, Earl. Yeah. Okay. All right. Yes, sir. Eddie Buckley, what's going on with you? Main event Mark. It's up in here. What's going on? Good morning to you. Glenn Williams, good morning to you, baby. What's going on? Shakira Bella, what's going on with you? Birdman, what's happening with you, Birdman? Yes, sir. Tony Promise, yes, I got you. Yes, sir. All right. And who else we got up in here? Okay, I got Crump, I got Ray Patterson. What's going on with you? And we got my brother, another good brother, another family member. We are talking about ABN. What's going on, ABN? All right, we got Shawala 77. What's going on? Yes, sir. Grand Rising, KQKC. Yep. Yes, sir. Yep. All right. Appreciate you, Shawala, coming in here this morning. All right. Good morning to everybody. All right. Who else we got up in here? We got Robert Miller up in here. Hi, from Scotland. All right, man. Man, I'm universal, baby. Man, I got fans in Scotland, baby. What's up, Mr. Mechanical? I see you. Yes, sir. All right, Ricky Williams said you can't take a catfish boat in the ocean. Well. Yes, sir. Ricky was on fire yesterday, baby. I mean, he was on fire. All right. Who else we got up in here? We got Stu, baby. What's going on, Stu, baby? Salute to you. All right, all right. I think that's everybody. I think I got everybody. Now, before I get started, it is a special day. All right. And it's a special day because my friend, today is her birthday. All right. And we are talking about Sweet Tea. Today is her birthday. So, like I always do, I always give everybody a birthday song, all my subscribers, if I know it's your birthday. But if you don't tell me it's your birthday, then I don't know. So, happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, sweet tea. Happy birthday to you. Yes, yes. All right, all right. And happy birthday to you, sweet tea. All right. And y'all wish her happy birthday. All right. Yes, sir. She going on 55 today. 55. No, I just tripping. Yes, 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 yes. All right. Well, happy birthday to you, sweet tea. All right. And many, many more. And may you have a blessed day. All right. Okay. And I wish you all the best this whole weekend. All right. Celebrate it like, hey, because never know. You know, you might not be here next year. No offense. I'm just saying, celebrate it to the fullest, baby. All right. Because we all blessed. We all blessed to be here today. All right. So happy birthday to you. Okay. All right. Now, let's get on to some boxing talk. Now, first of all, I want to touch on a couple of things in the sport of boxing, like where will Errol Spence go from now? Okay. Where will he go now? Now, will he stay at 147? Will he sit there and fight his mandatory? Because he got 3. Okay. Now, will he fight Stanionis? Boots Ennis? He ain't fighting Keith Thurman because you're going to have to hold him down and handcuff his ass and all that before he fight Keith Thurman. So that ain't going to happen. Errol Spence said he been down to 147 too damn long. Now, which is true because he didn't come up from featherweight to all the way up to 147. Errol Spence always has been a big guy. No doubt about it. What's going on, Rick? My man Ricky E245. I didn't even see you in the chat, baby. But what's going on? He's in that super chat. Ow! OG, I don't know if you remember, but I said last year this fight was not going to happen if the 10 million is true. Then Bud is doing what is best for him and his family. I'm getting to that. Yes, I'm getting to that because Bud, I think I remember we talked about that because he's 35 years old. And I keep telling everybody, your days are numbered at 37. And I always stuck with that. Y'all know I always stuck with that. I say it's time to wind that career down and get out of there. The reason why is because fighters, that's a young man's sport. Errol Spence is a hard hitter. Those two are against him. A tune-up fight with this dude who Lamont Pearson beat. Don't forget, y'all. Lamont Pearson beat him. Yeah. And Green Machine beat him too. Matter of fact, Green Machine knocked him out. But, I understand, in a way, Bud trying to get that bag so he get the hell up out of here. That's what he's trying to do. I don't even think Bud coming back. After this fight right now, I'm gonna be honest with you. I don't think he's coming back. I'm just keeping it real. You know, and you know what? I say good riddance. I'm sorry, I'm saying good riddance. Because we need to focus on the fights that's being made. We need to focus on the Charlos, the Benavidez's, the Canelos, and I mean the other Deontay Wilder. I mean, we got a lot of young people lightweight. We want to talk about that today, the lightweight division. I mean, we got a lot of boxing. You know, one leave and somebody else take their place. The Floyd Mayweather era was over. Then here come Errol Spence and Terrence Crawford. They was the top in the welterweight division. Now Earl gonna be moving up, and Terrence probably gonna move the fuck out because he can't handle no big guys up there. That Jamel Charlo shit ain't enough but talk. Come on, we gotta start using our basic common sense now, because now this is a teachable moment. This is a teachable moment. Ain't nobody. Well, no, I ain't gonna say that. You got some good people out there and some good boxers out there. Bud Crawford always been that way. Ever since he was at 135, he always been that way. So are we surprised? Are we surprised? He always did best for not his team, but what's best for his ass. That's what it was. Now y'all know damn well that Bud Crawford don't think his ass stink. He believes that he is the number one guy in the welterweight division with one belt. So he didn't want Errol Spence to go undisputed, at least not on him. So it is what it is. Then you got other people blowing his head up. When you really look at his record, and I'm not shitting on him, but you really look at what he did at 140, he didn't fight no killers. Listen, and I really hate to bring this up this morning, but, listen, Bud wants the easy fights for the big payday. That's it. Crumb Juice, what's going on in that? Chat. Yes, sir. What's going on, Crumb Juice? So, OG, Vada needs to start testing for Kool-Aid because a lot of us trusted a whole lot of folks and got burnt for it. Yes. Now I will say this. Okay. I'm not gonna throw blue blood under the bus. All right. Now, things are subject to change. And all I'm gonna say is use your basic common sense. Okay. And Bud has to do best what he's trying to do for himself. I get it, but don't sit there and string nobody along. That's not right. And I'm sorry, I just gotta be honest about that. That's just not right. Now, get your money, Blue Blood. Get your money. I ain't mad for that. I'm not mad at that. You got to get your money. The only problem I have is, just be straight with us. That's all. I ain't talking about Blue. I'm talking about Bud Crawford. At least, tell Earl. Say, man, look here, dude. Look here, this is what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna take a break. And I need to fight because I haven't fought over a year or something. I'm 35 and I gotta stay busy. Okay, now this is a new narrative now. Watch this. Watch this. This is a new narrative, y'all. He gotta stay busy. He gotta stay busy. Because if he don't stay busy, he's 35 and what he gonna do? Tip me over and pour me out? Hell no. Ain't no stay busy fight. This is a $10 million fight. This is what it is. That's what motivated him. Al Heyman said, you ain't coming in here and we ain't gonna write you no damn blank check. Just because you was a unified, undisputed champion at 140. We're not gonna do that shit. So you might want to sit your ass down and let's work this shit out. So there go the good faith out the window then. Now, Blue Blood ain't got shit to do with it. He ain't got nothing to do with it. What's going on in Crawford head? He ain't got a damn thing to do with it. So I don't know why anybody coming down on Blue. All right? I don't know why, but Bud has always been. That's why I got that thumbnail up there. Bob told us this. Bob warned us about this. And what we do. And listen, I know a lot of people are Errol Spence fans. And of course, they would say, yeah, see, Bud, he hard to deal with. Well, he is now. We see that. And Errol Spence has been right. Every step of the way, he said everything he was going to do, and he did that. He did that. Now, on the other hand, Bud Crawford, it was a reason why they kept talking. It's a reason why Errol Spence kept quiet. He's professional. And I'm not jumping on his side. I'm not speaking for him. But he's professional. He knows how this shit go. He knows how business like goes. So Bud Crawford said, hey, look, I'm 35 years old. And if somebody gonna give me $10 million to fight this bum, and I don't mean to call him a bum, but I saw his fight. I just wanted to check him out. He's a bum. He's a bum. Yeah. And I figured that. What I tell y'all about resumes? What I tell y'all about resumes? Yes, sir. I looked at him over in the UK. He's Russian, but he made his home in the UK. Wow, wow, wow. I mean, that's why you shouldn't even buy the fight, because it's not going to last that long. Unless you hit Bud with something that he don't see coming. So, but don't believe the hype. I'm going to tell you right now, you heard it right here on KQKC. There's never, ever going to be a fight between Errol Spence and Terrence Crawford. Do you actually think PBC going to say, oh, come on back in here, Earl, have a seat. Let's finish what we started. You got your tune up? How you feel? All right? The Earl said, no, I got to tune up. I'm fighting somebody else. No. Then down the line, he's gonna be like Adrian Broner, want to come back and fight, like Floyd, like everybody do when they retire the first time. Because most fighters, it take 2 times for them to get the fuck out, right? Then he gonna pretty much say, well, I'll fight Earl now. I'll fight him now. Just like Keith Thurman. Remember how he did Earl? Then he said, I'll fight him now. Well, fuck him. So, now, is Knockout and Ricky off? If y'all don't know if y'all watched their video, but are they really far off? And I don't think so. I think they hit it right on the head. Now, I ain't mad at the man. You got to do what's best for you. If a motherfucker gonna give you $10 million to fight a no-name guy, which they're trying to build up now, and at short notice. No, I take that back. That ain't short notice. Shit, this shit been going on for a long time. All right? Now, y'all can think it's short enough if y'all want to, but I know what's been going on. That's why. This is why Bob Arum trying to warn people. Now, he don't like Al Heyman, Bob Arum. He don't. But I guarantee you, if him and Al Heyman got along, he would have picked up that phone and said, I'm going to tell you something. This is between me and you. You watch that Bud Crawford. He's a sneaky little motherfucker. And I'm not hating on Bud. I'm giving you the facts. I'm giving you the fucking facts. And I know people been talking about this all day yesterday. I get it. I understand. But people pissed off. And I don't blame them. Motherfuckers been saving up their vacation days. Now here, January is fucked up. Now, I don't know if it's like when I was working. Back when I was working, we could carry over our sick days. Because when I retired, I had like 200 sick days I haven't taken. And they give me a check for them bitches. Now, today, my daughter say, hey, Daddy, I got to take my sick days or I lose them at the first of the year. What? Oh, okay. Well, you better go on and take them. Shit. So, yeah. I mean, a lot of people did that. A lot of people saving their money up, get the hotels and all that. People trying to get credentials soon as they announce the fight and all that. And Floyd said this, but we call Floyd a liar. But Ricky's right. He was doing what's best for him, and only him and his family, I guess. What he got, 6 kids, something like that. And he's doing what's best for him because he knows his days is numbered. Especially if you get in there with Errol Spence, his days would have been numbered, and that's why he was trying to get the most he could out of Al Heyman. But Al Heyman ain't no fool. Al Heyman, yes, he's a generous person, this and that. He put a lot of money in these guys' pocket, these boxers. But hell, don't. And you know what? Another thing, don't listen to Rick Glazer. Shout out to New Media, whatever. But Rick Glazer hates Al Heyman. Just because he married a black woman, he think and feel that he can talk to any black person any type of way. He go on these channels where black people are pretty much passive. When you got people like Rick Glazer. He's a Bob Aaron boy. That's why you go on shows like Fred, Barbershop Conversation. Because they talk about and they talk down to black men. I just thought I'd point that out because he was on New Media yesterday and I saw that shit. And everything was our fault. Oh, they're going to be gone in another year. Showtime going to be gone. Steve Aspinall's going to be gone. Well, oh, he's a lawyer. They probably give him a job somewhere else. Who the fuck are you? Where are you working at? Oh, home. Right? Yeah, home. You ain't no different than that Ali guy on Fred. The one that's always eating this shit. Okay, Fred, I tell you. You gonna buy me another box of chicken wings? Then I'll tell you what. I'll tell you what I'm gonna tell you what now. I'm gonna tell you. That's all he is. Shit. So, fuck that. But don't blame Blue. Okay? Blue, he works with the company, but I think it's a little bit deeper than that. But I wasn't there, so I don't know. But I think it goes a little bit deeper than that. But I ride with Blue, and I'm still ride with him. But he know I call balls and strikes, and I'm not ashamed to do that. But I can't sit there and blame him for some dumbass Crawford decisions. And what makes it so bad? Somebody asked this dumbass question yesterday, and I'm sorry, I gotta say something. I'm not gonna say their name. They said, "Well, Blue, why y'all didn't take the $10 million and take it over to Al Heyman and tell them y'all paid for the fight?" What? I said that gotta be the dumbest shit anybody can ever say, right? Shit. Well, I get the whole thing. I get the whole thing. A startup company trying to get started, and this is a big name, and you about to land a big name, even though it's just for one fight. You want to do that, and that gonna put you on the map. That gonna make you, finally get into boxing like you wanted to. Okay, I get that. Bud Crawford also, I get that. You wanted that $10 million that Al wasn't gonna give your ass, all right? Not up front, all right? Yeah, he might give you half. But when have you ever known Al Heyman to renege on paying his fighters? Have anybody ever known Al Heyman to look at the back end and say, "Oh, now we'll call you. You don't call us. Get the fuck out of here." Hell no. No, he knew what the fuck he was doing. He negotiated in bad faith, and that's always need to be said. That's all need to be said. What's going on? Can't get good. What's going on, baby? And that Chad, yeah. He said, OG, happy you getting at Fred. He flip flop. Hell, fuck Fred. Okay, yeah. Fuck Fred. Fred ain't nothing but a motherfucker. You know what? Give my $5 back for that motherfucking infomercial. No. Me and Fred don't see eye to eye. Cause he's Malcolm X, all this shit. And he got another, who he got cooking his eggs in the morning? And no offense, he got a white woman, right? She cooking his eggs and shit, right? He's all the money he said he got. It's her money. It's her mom and daddy money. It's not yours, Fred. Now, you talked about the Honorable Elijah Muhammad. Now, Honorable is a title. Deacon is a title. Reverend is a title. That don't mean that he's not a man. He put pants on one leg at a time, just like me, motherfucker. That don't mean he's good. Only Allah is unsinful. Everybody commits sin. If it wasn't for Elijah Muhammad, it won't be no damn Malcolm X. Shit. Hey, Uncle Tom walking motherfucking Sambo cooking motherfucker you. Fuck Fred. Shit. Yes, sir. Talk to me, Ricky Wayne. What's going on? So, OJ, Bud is doing what's best for him. So, the EJ fight isn't what was best for him. Yeah, it was best for him. And that's the problem, though. He think that he is titled to have, the bigger the pot of 50-50. Fuck that. So Al said, no, Ricky, Al said, no, I'm not writing you a blank check. Get the fuck out of here. Now sit your ass down and let's negotiate like men. In good faith, which he did not do. He went in there already making negotiation with somebody else. Yes, he's doing what's best for his ass, but he's doing it the wrong goddamn way. If he wanted to do what's good for him and his family, he could have made way more than that. The pay-per-views. I mean, he could have made money on the pay-per-views. He could have made money upfront costs. At that last contract, what I hear is that they said, fuck her. He agreed to all the terms. He agreed to everything. It's just a couple little minor shit, but he already had the 10 million. They already gave it to him. He had it in his pocket probably. What they do is they wire you the money. Then when the fight is over with, they wire you the other half. Then the pay-per-view numbers and money come in 2 weeks or 3 weeks later. I know how that shit go. No. He's supposed to be doing, he must have been doing good for his family. But, of course, this is Bud we talking about. And right now, Bob is right. I believe everything Bob Aaron's saying. He's still a dirty scumbag motherfucker, but I still believe everything he's saying. All right? And those are the type of people Fred draw himself to. Because Fred is an Uncle Tom walking motherfucker. That's all. Making a movie. Motherfucker, please. That was a fucking infomercial with Charleston White. The motherfucker that tell on everybody. The motherfucker that's the internet groupie. Oh, wow. Get my $5 back, Fred. I want my money back for that damn fucking movie. Baby boy standing strong. What's going on with you, baby? And that Chad. Yes, sir. What's up on KQKC? But ain't getting 10 million for real. I don't think he's gonna get it either. It's gonna be one of those things where Mickey Bay and Tammy Farmer, they couldn't put on a fight. Why? Because it wasn't no damn money. Now, if they gave him the money up front, Y'all bet it. That motherfucker don't sell. Y'all can have it in Omaha all you want to. Ain't nobody traveling to Omaha. Yeah, people in Omaha might come out, but they're not $10 million worth motherfuckers. I'm telling you right now. If you count on people to buying that damn $40 stream, I'm sorry. I ain't. They gonna stream that shit. Woo! Man, oh man. But, they say you take money to make money. But no, you ain't gonna make no money off of Bud. He doesn't sell. He doesn't sell. Don't know why. Don't care. Yes, I think he's doing what's best for him and his family. Yes, I do. But he went about it the wrong way. Now, listen to Boxer 24. Boxer 24 said that everybody and Bud Crawford fans are going at him. They do not like Bud Crawford at the moment. Boxing 24. Read about it. Read all about it. Ain't nobody like that shit. What's going on? Ain't nobody like it. And that goes to show you. Boxing 24. Now, you can read it for yourself. And one thing about it, I call balls and strikes in this hole. All right, what's up, Jay? He's in that chat. All right, I appreciate you. Balls and strikes. You damn right. You damn right. Like I say, I don't blame Blue, like indirectly, whatever, but that's what do you say they met at 7-Eleven or something like that. All right, it might have been somewhere else, but who knows? I don't know. What I think the argument is not Blue. I think the problem is Terrence Crawford. I really believe that. I really believe it. It went a different way. Well, we'll never know because they're gonna keep their shit close to their chest. But I'm gonna tell you something. What goes around gonna come around. I will tell you that. But I give everybody, a chance, and let's see what happens. But I tell you one thing is not going to happen. That Errol Spence fight is never going to happen because Bob Arum is never going to do business with Bud Crawford ever again. And now, it's on Boxer 24. They do not like Bud Crawford now because everybody wanted to see him fight Errol Spence next. Now, of course, other fighters that have been out the ring longer than that. But Bud realized he's 35 years old. And what I tell y'all, 37 is the cutoff time. So if you want to tune up, that's fine. But why don't you just go ahead and fight somebody that will give you? So all you're doing is ain't nobody high glorified sparring match. But when somebody offer you $10 million, you say, "Oh shit, I'm gonna take that damn shit. Fuck that. Ain't no damage." Cause y'all gotta remember, Bud Crawford, ever since he was down at 135, I believe 130, 135, and he had nothing but easy fights, especially at 140. Now, I would give him that. He's undisputed at 140, but he ain't fought nobody at 140. I'm sorry, Bud Crawford fans. He had an easy fight. Fucking Dongo. You celebrating that motherfucker? Now, they say, well, at least he was champions and this and that. Earl is still doing the heavy lifting, still about to do the heavy lifting. He don't want no tune-up. Earl said that the other day. They try to feed him Rolly Romero. He said, Rolly Romero? I don't want no tune-up. He's especially with a guy that I'm not finna give him another undeserved fight. No, I don't need no tune-ups. And what was that quote? Real fighters don't need tune-ups. Huh? Now, when I drop the link, y'all can talk about whatever you want to talk about, but let me talk about this real fast. Eddie Hearn. Eddie Hearn believes that Canelo Alvarez is going to get a rematch with Demetrius Bivol, and they're going to have a rematch in May. Wait on it, Eddie. Wait on it. Here go another motherfucker that caps. And another fucker that don't want to fuck with Bud Crawford. Now, I don't know how Eddie know. Now, I don't know if y'all heard about this or not, but I heard it behind the scenes. Eddie said that's why he didn't fuck with Bud Crawford, because he's sneaky. That's the word he used. Sneaky. So, Bud Crawford's a street nigga. But you think he got shot in the hat? Because they were trying to shoot his ass. See, if you was in the street, he would have been gone. Seriously. Pulling shit like this. So, Eddie Hearn believes that, you know, he's sneaky. And he did some sneak shit. That's what it is. Y'all call it duck, whatever, but I call it some sneak shit. You know? He was playing two sides. Like Oscar tried to do with Canelo in the zone. And then guess what? Canelo found out it was Oscar. So he left his ass and went to the zone as a free agent. And now anytime he wants to, he can call out his shots and the money and whatever. Yep. That's why Eddie don't want to deal with Crawford. That's why Crawford had nowhere else to go. So now PBC, that third offer was pretty much exactly what he wanted. Because he said he agreed to all the terms. And now look. But it was too late then. He already had a deal on the table a long time ago. And when you accept money, and when you sign your name on that dotted line, that's why you're stalling. And Bud is right. Now we know. Now we know who was the hold up. Now everybody knows who was the hold up. Now, sure, you can say, yeah, he did it good, for his family, and I don't blame him. Everybody throw $10 million at me, okay, fuck you and hello you. Fuck you and hello you. And he don't give a fuck about what we saying. He don't. I looked at his expression when he had a picture of him up there, and he just sitting there like, though what? I don't know y'all motherfuckers. Fuck y'all. Y'all see what y'all want. I'm getting paid. And I don't have to fight nobody. I don't have to get my eye sock broken. I don't have to get my ribs broken. I don't have to have a tough fight. I'm going to have an easy fight. And I'm going to get paid $10 million. Just saying. Just saying. Huh? That's all. Let me move this down some. Okay? Just saying. Oh, did I miss a super chat? Oh, I did. Okay. What's going on? Crunch Juice once again. And that chat. Yes, sir. Crunch Juice. My God. OG, I understand you don't blame the brother, but Bud had nowhere to go. No, he didn't. Nowhere. Right. The fans needed this fight. The door should have kept closed. This was for the fans. Right. Every word you just said was right. We should have kept that door closed. PBC should have kept that door closed and go back to the old way of doing things. In other words, let's go in here, close the door. We're going in for long haul. We're going to negotiate till we get this deal done. No outside forces. Nobody else. Don't let nobody else in. Hold all the goddamn calls. Let's get this done right now. Because the fans want it. I want it. Spence want it. And Bud want it, allegedly. And get it done. And you're right, Crump. It wasn't only for the fighters. It was for us, too. Because I can tell that how upset everybody is. That they was really, really heartbroken. Because this is the fight they wanted to see. They didn't want to see no tune-up. They didn't want to see no Keith Thurman. They didn't want to see nothing else. And you're right. You are absolutely right. And this was for us. This was our baby. Everybody, big fish, all in their comments and stuff. Everybody, Bud gonna get them and Terrence. I mean, we went back and forth. And some people got so emotional, going back and forth, this and that. And guess what? Now we ain't getting it at all. And that sucks. That's kind of fucked up. It is. It is. And I'm not trying to point the finger at Blue, cause Blue he didn't make him do it. At least I don't think he did. But then again, the bottom line is you got to negotiate in good faith. It come right. You got to go in there and negotiate. Don't leave, and I call you tomorrow, and this and that, and you're lingering on, and I don't wonder why it took that long to make a fight. It didn't take that long for Mayweather and Pacquiao to make that fight. So why did it take? Even though the fight turned out to be a dud, because they waited too late. And this is what I was afraid of. I said, well, they're going to announce this fight probably for February or early January, whatever. He could have waited a month or two. Because he talking about renegotiating in February, or I think the contract said February. What difference does it make for another 2 months or less? You waited that goddamn long. Shit, it ain't like it was 2 years and all that. Damn. But money talks, bullshit walks. And that's a shame. We don't have no integrity. And they say, well, you can't blame Bud for, yes, I can. And it stems from his childhood. It stems from his mama saying that she don't love him. It stems from his upbringing. It stems from him being selfish and all that. I'm sorry. Those are the facts. And he always, and I bet his wife get the flux when he's at home. I bet she gets the flux. Now, I believe he loves his kids and family and this and that. But do you know how that could have been tripled? That payday, y'all could have made a lot of money together. Man. Now, Keyshawn Davis. Keyshawn Davis is not that guy like he think he is. Now, he think he's that guy, but he's not that guy. He think he is, but he's not. What's going on, Big Dog Willie? Is that Sue for her chat? Yes, sir. I appreciate you, Big Dog Willie, the winning team. All right. What's up, Lil Rick? Lil Rick said Eddie Hearn has no merit to call anyone anything. He's the biggest hypocrite in boxing. A total fraud with his Canelo dealings. Yeah. You're right. But what I'm just saying, I ain't talking about that, Rick. I'm just saying what he said about Bud, right? And he should know because he's fucked up too. Bob too. Bob got caught bribing a government body official. But motherfuckers, that been in trouble and scamming and all that other shit, they know other fucked up people. All right? They know when they see them. I know when I'm seeing them. Because when I was younger, I was a motherfucker. So I know. I know when you see him. But we just thought that he wanted to fight this guy so bad. Like, look at this statement he made yesterday. Well, I'm going to fight this amnesia guy. And then when I get through, then I'm coming to get and whoop Bud ass. Whoop Crawford ass again. Whoop Spence ass. I'm going to go try to whoop Spence ass again. No, you're not. That's all was cap. You, goddamn it, you better not walk towards PBC building. They will put you out of that hole. Your days are over with Al Heyman. Al Heyman ain't gonna waste his time no more with this bullshit. And one thing about it, if you had a lawyer, like you say you had, like they said you had, you should have said, go give me that fight. Because a lawyer works for you. Nobody but you. You paying his bill. Go give me that fight. I want that fight. Whatever you do, don't come back to I got that fight. That's what he should have done. But once in his life, he should have done something notable for the fans. Because the fans ain't buying his pay-per-view, so I mean something they don't like. So and I'm just trying to figure out how he gonna get $10 million. And the pay-per-view is $39.95. He don't sell. It's nothing in Omaha. People ain't coming to Omaha. I mean, it's nothing, it's not like Vegas, I mean, same with Chicago. I ain't talking about Omaha. Same with Chicago. So, I mean, so it is what it is. And I'm not going to front. I'm not going to front. And I'm not going to hold a motherfucker up either. So, it is what it is. Shit. And it's just so funny. It's just so funny that Bud Crawford fans, they happy. And what makes them bad? Why are you happy? I know you don't want your boy to get beat, because I believe that a fighter can be scared. Now, I know someone came on yesterday and said, no, KQ, ain't no fighter scared of nobody. Yeah, they are. They are. They a little bit knows that this dude, Earl, he hits hard. This dude, Earl, hits hard. If you ever been to one of Earl Spence fights, you can hear that thug when he hits you. And yeah, and I think Terrence Crawford he's a little timid, Earl Spence. And I think he never wanted to fight. I'm sorry. I think he really didn't want to fight. That's how I feel. Now, I wonder how y'all feel. So I'm gonna open the lines up in just one more second. I got another thing to talk about. Keyshawn Davis. Keyshawn Davis just got in the pros. You are 6-0, son. And I hope that you get your shit together. Because hanging around Bud Crawford, hanging around Bo Mack, who's your trainer, which is not a very good trainer. Bo Mack just had a good fighter in Terrence Crawford. He's not a good trainer. He's not. And I don't think he ever will be. I'm sorry. He's not a Derrick James. He's not a Virgil Hunter. He's not a Freddie Roach. So, matter of fact, he ain't a Floyd Schofield Sr. Shit. Fuck that. So, Keyshawn Davis. First of all, Schofield called your little ass out the other night. But don't sit here and talk about Frank Martin, who has 16-0 with 12 KOs. He will beat the shit out of you. Now, Keyshawn Davis believes that he's still one step above Frank, the Ghost, Martin. Now, I don't believe that, and I hope you all don't believe that. Y'all know Frank Ghost Martin. He's the fighter for Errol Spence, Man Down Promotions. But Derrick James trains him, just like he trained Earl and Jamel Charlo. But Keyshawn Davis, how in the hell you can even put your lips together to say some shit like that? You're the same age as Devin Haney. And Devin Haney went undisputed. You are 6-0 at your age. You still fighting 8-rounders. Are you kidding me? Not only will Devin whoop your ass, Frank Martin will whoop your ass. And that's why I say, you got to stop hanging around Terrence Crawford. You're not that good, son, yet. You just got there. You still got milk behind your damn ears. You're making enemies before you're making friends. And that's not a good thing to do in boxing. Because boxing is a cruel motherfucking sport. And you don't have the talent to sell like that. At least not right now. So go ahead on and talk shit before you get laid on that canvas. Now, if anybody got anything to say about that, let me move this comment. All right. Y'all let me know. Because see, Keyshawn Davis, he got the so-called moxie guts to talk shit now. Because they are pumping him up. They are pumping him up. And I'm talking about people like Crawford and and I don't really think I think he's trying to impress them. Stop it, Keyshawn. You know you're not that great. Stop it. Okay? Please. Now, one more thing. In that same article I told you about Bud Crawford, and people they're really hating on him right now because of the Spence and everything, and Spence is looking good right there, y'all. Spence is looking good right there because he said, I told y'all, and yeah, I guess he did. But in that same article, this writer, Sam Volz, he is saying that Devin Haney is running from Lomachenko by moving up to 140. Well, Sam, let me tell you something. Devin Haney couldn't make that weight a year ago. He's a growing young man. And you should have seen his face on that scale. I went back and looked at it yesterday. Man, do you see how sunken in he looked? And God rest her soul, my auntie. She was sweetie. But that's how she was looking when she was dying of cancer. But a little bit thinner. And that's how he looked. Now, nutrition, they are great for you, yes, to a certain extent. Just like Errol Spence said, it's not fun to get down and make weight to 147. He said he's been doing it too long now. He wants to move up. When you walking around at 150, it's hard to squeeze down to 147. When you're walking around at 145, 150, it's hard to get down to 135. It's called dedication. In Floyd words, it's called hard work and dedication. Sam, you don't know that. You don't know what it takes. You don't know what it took. But he had to fulfill that contract. You feel me? What's going on, my man? TP, Tony Promise. What's going on with you, baby? And that chat. Man, Tony got a picture of his farm, no chickens. See, I like shit like that. I don't know if I told you. Did I tell y'all that? Yeah. I don't know. I'm a city boy, but I used to go visit my grandfather in Arkansas. He had pigs, he had chickens, he had cows, and I just loved it. Man, I just loved it, man, for real. And it's a man. They took a goat and hung the goat upside down, and they slid it open, and they put a water hose in or something, I guess, to clean the inside. I said, why y'all doing all that? Why don't you just shoot them up? Right? I'm from the city, right? I said, why don't you just shoot them in the head? My father looked at me like, he ain't gonna shoot no damn goat. And I felt sorry for that goat. They split that goat right down the middle. They hung him upside down, and they put a water hose to clean him out and all that, man. And man, we ate that goat that night, boy. Woo. So he said, much respect, KQKC, Boxing Network, in the chat. Stop there and show support and hit the like button. All right, I appreciate it, man. Appreciate it, Tony, man. For real. Yeah, man. I like stuff like that, man. But like the alligator. The alligator, they cut his head off. And the alligator, is still moving. The head, the muscles are still moving. And my friend Daniel told me about this. And he said, man, I told my cousin, move away. Because, see, that alligator still got muscles. Even though his head ain't attached to his body, he still got muscles and everything. Man, do you know that alligator snapped at his cousin and took 2 fingers with him? Head wasn't even attached to his body. I said, what the fuck? There you see why I have a hard time. The raccoons every night when I take out the garbage. Shit, I think they in hibernation now because I haven't seen them. Because, it's been like 30 degrees outside in Chicago. So the snow is coming, baby. The 10 inches is coming. Yes, sir. We get everything winterized here, baby. Put up my patio set, everything. All right. So, anyway, it's hard to make weight when you don't even supposed to be at that weight class. Now, I told Bill, I knew this was going to happen, that they're going to call Devin Haney a duck. And now Bob Aaron is putting a lot of pressure on the Haneys to stay at top rank. And he got one more fight to give, and they want him to stay at 135. Now he can go up to 140 and still fulfill the contract. They would have to match him up with someone like Lopez or someone like that. But Lomachenko is his dream fight. He wanted, but Lomachenko went to the war. So, and the war is still going on. I don't believe he went nowhere, but anyway, still in all. But now Devin just, he just can't make the weight. I mean, damn, what's important? Fighting Lomachenko or your goddamn health? Because it don't make a difference if you make the weight or not. Because once you fight Lomachenko, you're going to lose because you don't have all that strength. You only can rehydrate so much after your body just say, no, that's it. Stop doing me like this. This is your body talking to you. I'm not going I ain't not finna rehydrate no more. All right? So just go in there and just get the beating your ass gonna get. So they don't want to do that. And I don't blame them. It's time to go move the fuck up. So, but anyway, I'm gonna open the phone line. I mean, not phone lines up. And the panel drop the link. Yes, sir. What's going on, Ricky E245? He said Raccoon will be back in May for you. Oh, I know they coming back. And I'm gonna tell you something. I ain't stupid. I think the raccoons and when they hibernate, I think they're coming back, but I don't think that's the same mama. I think that's one of the girls that she have, and they coming back, and and she get pregnant or something like that. I don't know. Now my friend, he live in the next suburbs, all right, and he has a spray paint thing. He spray them, and he spray them from a distance. He got a long thing. He spray it, so he'll know if that the same. Cause they can't lick it off or nothing, right? It's just so strong. It's hard. So he can know that's the same one, and damn sure it wasn't. It wasn't. So she leaving because once they get of age, she leave. The male raccoon, he don't hang around, right? He don't hang around. He a deadbeat dad, right? He get her pregnant and he leaves. He don't hang around with the kids and shit. So, but they got me held hostage in my own motherfucking house. Hold on, let me put this link up here, y'all. If anybody got anything on Canelo fighting Bivol, you're welcome. You're welcome to come in and talk about it because it's not going to happen. It's not going to happen because Canelo don't want another beatdown like that. You know, it's just not going to happen. Okay, it's just not going to happen. So might as well get used to it. All right. Okay. Can we close this? Oh, you know what? Hold on. Let me open up the other one. Okay, hold on. I can post it up there. Okay. Just give me a minute. Give me a minute. Let me go to my channel. Okay. Shut up, KQ. All right. There we go. Okay. Bang. Now let me pin it. Okay. What's going on, Edward Platt? All right. Okay. All right. It's pent up there at the top. Okay. It's pent up at the top. And Spirit, what's going on? Bon, Queek, it's in the building. Everybody hit that like button. We got 152 in here. All right. And another thing, this ain't easy to do every day. All right. I'm like Keyshawn. I'm not Keyshawn. Keyshawn, that motherfucker. Keon. Everything in Boston. It's just not easy to do. And you know, and I thank everybody for coming in every day on fight nights. You know, and this is just not easy to do. And your super chats, join the channel, the Cash app, that really helps a lot. It does. Because if you don't know, I am retired and I depend on my pension to take care of my household needs. And yes, the super chat got my daughter basically through college because that was able to put money in her pocket so she couldn't ask nobody for nothing. Because you know, I just didn't want her to do, she wouldn't have to do that, And you know how people say, yeah, well, I won't go let my daughter go out like that. So, and that's one of the reasons, but I thank you all for that. All right. She came on once and thank you all for it too. And and I think I will have her on again to say thank you because that did help her the 3 years, 3.5 years, basically, because she's graduating 6 months early. And I want to thank y'all for that. All right. Now, my show has grown a lot once I start doing it more often. And I thank you all. All right. I thank all the new subscribers, the ones that been here from the beginning. I just want you all to thank, I just thank you all. And the new members. All right. I thank you all for joining the family. And I'm not gonna say channel because we are a family. I look at you all as family, and that's why I always tell y'all what's going on around. I stay by myself, and my kids are grown. I am divorced, and and I enjoy what I do. So, and I thank y'all, and I appreciate y'all. All right. So, but and I respect you all and y'all know you're boxing, Ricky, Z, all y'all, you're boxing. And so I just want to thank y'all. That's all. Sometimes, you got to give people their flowers while they still here. So, and I thank everybody for that, so, and especially on fight night. All right. Y'all still watch the pay-per-view. Y'all still order the fight, but y'all still listen to me. And I thank you. I really appreciate it. So, all right, the link is dropped. So, I think it's up there. Yeah, it's pent up there. All right, so y'all can come in anytime. You get ready. All right. Let me see. Do I got Yeah, okay, I didn't miss nobody. Okay, all right, yes, sir. All right, box fan, what's going on with you? All right, I thought I saw somebody I missed. My dad had to shoot him. Okay, Robert Smith, what's going on? Did he? Yeah, somebody told me to get a BB gun or a pellet gun and pop him with it. It's not going to kill him, but I go to jail here, And well, you know what makes it so bad? They said they had more rights than we did. I said, what the fuck? He said, yeah, because see, I'm not in Inglewood anymore. I'm on the outskirts of Inglewood, okay, which across the bridge. And if you're not Chicago man, you know what I'm talking about. But so I'm not in the hood anymore. And but they must have more rights than we do out here. I'm like, what? And yeah, they was here before. They built all this. So, oh well. All right, what's up, Effects X? What's going on? Salute to you, brother KQ. Yes, sir. We have we here and we will support you 1,000. Man, thank you, man. Thank you. I appreciate that, and I appreciate you all. And I know everybody upset, and I would be too. I would be too, because we was dependent on this fight last year. Well, hell, 5 years. I would say a good 5 years. Everybody started taking it seriously. Then when Errol Spence captured you guys, he called out Terrence Crawford. And we were like, oh man, it's on. Right? We were like, oh man, it's on. But it wasn't. It wasn't. So now we thought taking a little negotiation. We thought it'd take a little long because it's gonna be a mega fight. And it turns out it could have been a mega fight. It could have been a great deal. They could have made a lot of money. And I really have faith. Now, y'all can say what you want. I really believe that Al Heyman would have found that money to give both of them guys. If he had to borrow it, if he had to take out a loan, because he's a lawyer and he's a smart businessman. As Beyonce. She spoke about him once. And I believe that. And happy birthday to Sweet Tea again. That's right. Today is Sweet Tea birthday. Hey, Jay West, what's going on, baby? How you feel, man? I ain't seen you in a while. You and Mano, how Mano doing? Anybody seen Mano, man? Man, but what's going on, R West? And that Super Chat. All right. Yes, sir, Mano. Appreciate you. He said, OJ, I've been busy this week, so I missed a couple live shows, but wanted to show some love. Definitely appreciate you. Man, I appreciate you, man. All right. Yes, sir. I just was telling everybody, I appreciate everybody, man. I really do. This has been a great, great year of boxing, and we ain't through yet. Man, this is really getting down to the wire at. And I'm talking about a lot of fights out west is going on, coming down the pipe. Especially my favorite, Estrada and Chocolito, baby. Roman Gonzalez, part 3, baby. Oh, shit. I can't wait. And that's December the 3rd, baby. Wow, 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 wow. And a little food for thought. Well, Clarissa Shields won. And it just hit my mind. When Clarissa Shields won, and she became undisputed, she heard from Floyd Mayweather. She heard from Andre Ward. She heard from all the big stars, Deontay Wilder. She heard from all these people, right? I mean, all the boxing notables. I'm talking about top level guys. And she took up for Canelo. When Canelo got his ass whooped by Bivol, who he said he gonna rematch with, he never really activated the rematch clause. And she said, it's mighty funny that Canelo didn't call her, and she took up for him. And she took hell for it. And a Hispanic had a nerve to say, well, you only want to thank the people that's black? And she said, well, I would thank the other, but nobody, Canelo didn't call me. Canelo didn't call me, and I took up for him. See, a lot of people got to understand what selfish is. People got to understand what position they're in. When you in the position of a Canelo Alvarez, when you in the position of a Terrence Crawford or a Errol Spence, when you're in the position even of a Deontay Wilder, you have a platform. You have a platform, and you have a platform to do good. Bill told me the other night that Devin now is undisputed. He has a platform. You know what he's going to do? He's going to bring more young men into the Islam faith. He been going around to different schools representing the not the Nation of Islam, Islam, and and that's a good thing he's doing. He's volunteering and put his money in. He using his platform to do good. Deontay Wilder, he using his platform to do good. Bill, when they was down in Australia, it's called Jamar. Okay, Jamar is prayer on Fridays. All right, and they took part in there as a guest, and you have to be a guest to go in the mosque. Okay, you just can't walk in there. You have to, take your shoes off, and y'all know how it go, right? And that's that's a good thing to do. And when you young like that, all you want to do is buy jewelry and cars and shit, right? And women. You want to have a good fucking time, right? But when you that young and you want to reach out into the neighborhoods and reach out and try to make it a better place, and when you have a platform, Carissa Shields, she did the same thing with the water situation out there in Flint, Michigan, where she's from. But what have Bud used his platform for? Just curious. That's all. Just curious. Now, I think Errol Spence. Now, everybody feed the homeless. I get that. Everybody feeding the homeless and everybody feel but Earl Spence made some investments into record companies, upstart record labels. Let me put it that way. Maybe because his friend Yellow Beezy is a rapper, so maybe that's it. I don't know, but we all, we all try to use our platform for something. If you don't even have a platform, you know. But I like that. I like what Carissa Shields and everybody is doing using their platform, and that's what it's for. That's what it's for. Now let's talk about let's talk about the lightweight division. Now we already know Devin Haney pretty much is going to move up. We already know that, basically. Okay, if he doesn't, sooner or later he will. All right. Yeah. Well, yeah. PH been down. Yeah, Bud's all about that bag. Yeah, he is. Yep, he is. He is. And Ricky E25, Ricky E245, he's right. It's all about who, how much he can get for himself and the family. He only looking out for himself. You know. RS, yep, he boosts his Burning career, right? I don't know how many subscribers Burning got over there. Well, all of them probably Bud haters and stuff. Not haters, but Bud fans. I never watched this channel, and never had the no desire to watch it. Somebody told me that Bud gave him the okay to say the things he say on there. So I don't know. I usually don't watch. I only watch certain channels. There's a lot of LWC channels I don't watch. Balls and strikes. Balls and strikes. Because some people I don't like. Yeah. So hey, just like family. We all family, but sometimes we got people in our family we just don't like. And don't ask me if I watch Fred. Hell no. Shit. Fuck that. It will make so Fred had a nice channel a long time ago till he started flipping. So he started acting like in Johnny Walker Red. All right, let's talk about the lightweight division. All right, because we don't usually go 2 hours on Saturday mornings, and this is not a fight night, so we can't break down any fights tonight or anything like that. Except it's a couple fights on the zone, and I'll probably look at them. You never know, anything can happen. All right, what's up, LB? What's going on, my guy? All right, yes, sir. That's LB, baby. Yes, sir. The sports and political channel of LB. Yes, sir. What's good with you, brother? Yes, sir. All right. Yes, sir. West. Yeah, Fred pulled a switcheroo. Yes, he had a great channel a long time ago, and I mean, he had thousands and thousands of people in there, and they all left, unsubscribed, everything when he started talking down on black people. Then he had a sergeant on there, a lady sergeant. She made it her business to lock up black men. She said that on there. And she said if it wasn't enough to lock them up for a long time, she would find, listen, y'all, she would find something to lock up black men. Now, I believe you do the crime, you're going to do the time. And you're going to do the time. When I went, what was that, 30-something years ago, I didn't go, oh my God, oh my God, 4 years? What did I do? I didn't do that. I was like, man, hey, oh well, that's part of the game, you know. But hey, I ain't been back. I ain't been back. Hell no. I don't think they can even find that shit. It's been so long. All right. But anyway, Ricky said Kid Austin looked good in his fight. OG. Yes, he did. Now, this is the problem, though, okay? And like I said, let's get into the lightweight division. And that's a lightweight division, okay? Kid Austin did look good the other night. But I still got to see a little bit more. Now, I did go back and watch a couple of his fights. And, of course, he dominated. But Kid Austin looked good the other night, Ricky, for the simple fact that he had an opponent that didn't want to fight back. He had an opponent that didn't want to fight. That was the problem. And of course, he was a veteran, and Kid Austin pretty much jumped on him right away. Now, of course, Ronnie Shields was in his corner, and Ronnie Shields said, listen, I guess Ronnie know how this guy fights or whatever. He said, listen, he's going to try to set you up with something. So your best bet, since you're young, quick, you jump on it. And that's what he did. He jumped on it. All right. So let me see your face, my brother. All right. Yes, sir. Okay. All right. Yes, sir. So that's how Schofield, he looked pretty good though. All right. So we got my man Ty up in here, baby. What's going on, Ty? What's going on with you, baby?
What's going on, bro? How you doing, man?
Man, I'm hanging in there, man. I'm hanging in there. It's a Saturday, and
Yeah,
no fights tonight, but it is what it is.
I
Yes,
see
sir.
everybody up in an uproar about Bud fighting Abenesian. You know what I'm saying? I just want, what's your take on that, man?
Him fighting Abenesian. Well,
Yeah,
I saw him fight, and I went and looked and see, and I saw him fight before a long time ago, but today this Amnesia is not even a tune-up to me. I think it's a high sparring match, really. But if somebody gonna pay you $10 million, and this is what mind boggles me. You can't make a fight overnight. You can't make a venue and all that and find an opponent and do the agreement, do the contracts and all that overnight. You just cannot do it.
right,
And this guy was scheduled to fight in November. And now they
right,
told his opponent, no, never mind. All right, we're gonna stop and we're gonna fight Bud Crawford. And of course, he has a name, and of course, that's an upstart company, and so they're gonna jump on it, and that's what he did. But when you start negotiating in bad faith, and when you know that you already got a deal on the table, you should let them know. Look, this is what they offer me right here. Can you beat this? This is what
Did
they
they
offer
beat
me.
it? Well, let me ask you, from what we hearing on the internet, what they offer Bud, it seems like they beat it, didn't they?
Well, see, that's the thing about it. We don't know what they offered because at the last contract they sent, what I hear, they said get Bud. Well, Bud said he agreed to everything. All right, that was his words. He said he agreed to everything. But so, what it sounds like to me, they were like, whatever you want, damn it, let's get this fight started. That's the way they're
Yeah.
saying with the third contract.
Well,
But
this how I see it. Now, this how I've been feeling since about June.
okay,
We knew that Bud contract was up about 2 months before we about 2021 around August. We knew his contract was up in October. For
Right.
me, they say Al Heyman is this master negotiator, businessman. I'm a black man too. It should have been pre-negotiations with Bud on the lead up to EJ versus Ugas. And then he should have told Bud, like, look, if EJ get through this fight, I'm gonna have you sit in front row, and then y'all can go in the ring. You can go in the ring after that, and we can start the promotion. No different than like Danny Garcia. He went in the ring. He went in the ring after Porter beat EJ. And you know what I'm saying? They started the promotion, even though EJ got in the car crash, and they started, you know what I'm saying? The wheels was already in motion. No different than Lomachenko after Teofimo Lopez knocked out Comey. Loma was sitting front row. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
And I feel like, hey, if Al Heyman really wanted to make this fight, he would have had the wheels in motion just like that. Bud, you sit in front row, go get in the ring. I'm gonna have a contract for you in May. We're gonna make this fight in September, October, whatever. That's how this should have been ran. You know what I'm saying? I just feel like
that sound good and easy, don't it?
No, I'm just saying, but I'm saying Al Heyman been a businessman. He's a 2-time Harvard graduate. I think he understands what it takes to get 2 black men to sign on the dotted line to make a fight. He's got enough life experience. He's got enough business experience. He knows what it takes. I just think, like y'all say, Bud might have been negotiating in bad faith. I think they were negotiating in bad faith too, because they thought they might have had all the leverage on him. Like, this fight shouldn't have took that long to make. This fight should have been made a month after Ugas versus EJ. That's just my take on the thing.
Right. That's why Earl said we could have been fought back in November. And see, Bud is, well, how can I put it? Okay, he's just hard to deal with. And I don't
think that, no, because they say he was a slave and he do all that. No, I think they thought they had that man cornered, and they wanted. This is what I ain't going to overtalk you. I think they wanted to catch Bud with about 15 to 18 months of inactivity, because they were talking about making the fight in the first quarter of next year. So that means probably around February or March. That means he would have been out of the ring about 15 to 17 months. And if I'm Bud, I'm going into the biggest fight of my career, I don't want to have 15 to 18 months, 15 to 17 months of inactivity. Okay, now I fight this Cherry and I get through him, I'm ready to do business. Let me tell you what these niggas really mad at. If Bud would have said, hey, I'm fighting Boots in December, and then I'll come back and fight EJ in March, the likelihood of him getting through both of them fights with a short turnaround is unlikely. Now that he fighting a Cherry and he
ain't fighting EJ at all now.
No, I'm saying no. He said, look, I'm gonna fight this guy, and then I'll come back to EJ. Let me tell you something. If he would have fought Boots,
him is not gonna do business with him no more.
Well, that ain't that man's fault. Let me ask you something. If you, Bud, would you want to go into the biggest fight of your career with 15 to 17 months inactivity, knowing they can't make the fight the next year?
Okay, what I'm trying to say is, Bud already had that already done, planned while he was negotiating.
Right, he should have.
That's not in good faith. So, when you do things like that, I ain't gonna say it's sneaky, but that's not Al's fault. Earl been out since April.
Yeah,
and so both of these guys are in activity, but that's not Earl's fault though.
But the thing is, Bud gonna have 6 more months inactivity. But like I'm saying, they know, we know these PBC fighters, they ain't fighting but once a year, so they already know they're gonna stall negotiations, they're gonna put up roadblocks, they're gonna do whatever. They know they ain't gonna make the fight until next year. Like Steven Espinosa said, it's hard to get anything done in the fourth quarter. They already know the budget. They already know how much money they got.
Of course, everything, yeah.
All right, so they already know they wasn't gonna make this fight until probably the first quarter of next year, even when they started negotiations with Bud. And Bud probably knew that too. That's why he had this you know what I'm saying, Abonation waiting in the wings. It's like, look, man, I'm finna fight. I ain't fought since last October. I need to get a fight in, whatever. Like like Bud playing chess just like they playing chess. Like, I don't know why people think Bud ducking. Nah, Bud got to get some rounds in. You know what I'm saying? He playing chess just like they playing chess.
Okay.
That's how I see it.
Okay, what you got? What's up, everything, Boxer? What's going on?
What's happening, KQ? Now, man, and salute to you, KQ, man. Great show.
Yes, sir. What's up,
man? I'm hearing you talking right now, man, and you're trying to deflect everything, but put the blame on where it should be put. Now you're talking about, PBC should have did this and they should have did this for Bud, and then you said, oh man, they trying to hold Bud off so he was inactive. First of all, man, they tried to give Bud several fights. He didn't want to fight. He didn't want to fight Keith Thurman. He could have been fought. That was his choice. He told everybody he wanted to sit on the shelf and wait for this fight to happen. They tried to give him contracts that involve, he go fight somebody else and then he fight Errol Spence. So you can't blame it on PBC. That's on.
So hold on. Let me ask you something.
Hold on. I ain't finished. I'll let you talk.
Go ahead.
I'm not finished. I'll let you talk. Hold on.
Right.
And then now you also said, oh well, they should have did this and they should have did that for Bud. It ain't up to them to roll out the red carpet and cater to all Bud's needs when he was running around and he was bad-mouthing PBC for years. Him and his coach and his entire team was bad-mouthing them for years. So why should they have to, they should go to Bud and sit him in the front row and set him up? No, that's up for him to do. He's supposed to be wanting to go to EJ fight and sit in the front row. He didn't do none of that. EJ was at his last fight. Where was Bud at? So you can't sit up here and say, they can't make that man do nothing. That man is a grown man, right? That's up to him to do all of that. If he wants to be undisputed, if he wants to fight for all of the titles, he's supposed to make that step. They don't have to do all of that.
All right, then let me ask you this.
He is the fighter.
Now wasn't it's a video online of Bud at one of EJ fights and dudes surrounding him. Like I said, when two dudes want to fight,
that Maurice Hooker fight.
Yeah. Like I said, when it's two dudes want to fight, they gotta make that fight. You know what I'm saying? Al Heyman as a promoter, he got to be involved. You know what I'm saying? Like when Don King wanted Holyfield and goddamn Tyson to fight, he had Holyfield sitting front row at Buster Douglas and Mike Tyson. That's how you make a fight. You can sit here and say, oh, that ain't his job to do all this and do all that. Well, what the fuck is Al Heyman's job?
Well, once again, you cannot make another grown man go to a fight and sit in the front row. You cannot make him do that.
Oh, he can't make him do that, huh?
How is Al Heyman supposed to make another grown man in Terrence Crawford go to a fight and sit in the front row?
He a promotional free agent, ain't it? Right?
So you're telling me, so what you're telling me is that he has power and control over what Terrence Crawford does and don't do.
No, I'm telling you as a promoter and a fight that we've been clamoring for the last 4 or 5 years, it's your job to promote the fight and get the fans' interest and get him there, get him in the front row, get him in the ring. You had Danny Garcia got down there after he beat Sean Porter.
So you telling me he's supposed to kidnap Terrence Crawford, smuggle Terrence Crawford away and put him in the front row? That's what you're telling me.
You goddamn right.
Well, you're not even making no sense. You're not even making no sense.
So what's Al Heyman's job? You think
you're not making no type of sense. If anybody thinks you're making sense, like you're not making no type of sense, brother, at all.
So what's Al Heyman's job in order to make the Crawford versus Spence fight? What he's supposed to do?
Well, Al Heyman is an advisor. That's what his job is. He's an advisor.
So how did Danny Garcia get in the front row and walk in the ring and do all that shit after the Porter EJ fight? How did he do all that?
Because Danny Garcia is a grown ass man, and that's what Danny Garcia wanted to do.
Nigga, please, you tripping if you think that shit wasn't.
Nigga, I'm tripping.
You damn right you tripping.
You asking me how did Danny Garcia get in the front row and get in the ring, and I told you because that's what Danny Garcia wanted to do. But I'm tripping when you telling me that, oh man, they supposed to take Terrence Crawford, hold him hostage, sit him in the front row because that's what Al Heyman's job is. Man, you got to be a goddamn idiot to say some shit like that.
That's his job as a goddamn promoter. How the hell Lomachenko sitting there front row at goddamn Comey and Lopez? You think Bob Arum ain't told him his ass to be there? It ain't made accommodation for him to be there?
Now I don't know.
Oh, now you
The fighter has to ask to be accommodated. The fighter has to ask to be accommodated. When you want to go to a fighter's fight, then you have to ask to get tickets. You can't just freaking assume that they're going to hold tickets for you, fly you out first class, and put you in freaking suite to challenge their next opponent, especially if he's not under the same promotion.
He's a free agent. We've been clamoring for this fight. Right. So so let me ask you something. If you Al Heyman, do you even put that on the table? Like, look, Terrence Crawford, I want you here.
Holding up these.
Hold on. Let me say, if you Al Heyman, do you come to Terrence Crawford like, look, we want to make this fight next? Is that an option for you, ma'am? Do you?
Not if I'm the advisor. I'm not the promoter, so why should I have to do that?
You niggas is crazy. I'm out of here. You niggas is retarded.
Yeah, man, because you.
It's common knowledge that he's an advisor.
That's a Bud Crawford dick rider for you.
Right. That's what I thought.
Well, if he is a Bud Crawford, I want them to explain this. Who owns BLK Promotion or BLK Prime?
You say that again, Rachel.
Who owns BLK Prime?
You know what? I forgot. Didn't Blue Blood tell you Key? Everything?
No, he did it. Man, that dude got me. I got a headache now. Shit. No, Blue Blood. He didn't. We didn't really get into who owned them. You know, I know that Blue Blood is a partner with them. I don't know who owns them though.
Okay.
They're founded by a Silicon Valley EVP investment group.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
And their office is in Hayward, California, 915 B Street, I believe.
Oh, okay, Rachel. Because I know they have a parent company that owns because they're a startup company, BLK, right?
Mm-hmm.
And yeah, okay, all right. So, but
with a current revenue of $5 million. Current revenue.
Right, that's what everyone was trying to tell me. They had a current revenue above $5 million. So I was trying to figure out how they're going to get $10 million to pay Crawford, and the pay-per-view is only 32. So how that going to work out? So
he would have to sell. He would have to sell and okay. So unless this is a sponsorship deal where BLK got infused with cash to pay Bud Crawford as an endorsement deal for them to endorse their platform to bring brand awareness to it. $34.99, you'd have to hit 250,000 views, taking actually 100% of the profits.
Wow.
In a split, or not 10% over to the streaming platform, but 100%.
Wow.
That doesn't include how much they're going to have to pay for the undercard, which hasn't been announced yet, and et cetera, et cetera. What promotion company is actually putting this on? Who's licensed to be throwing a fight in Nebraska?
Wow. Bud doesn't do well on pay-per-view or whatever app. That's an app, whatever. So this is in Omaha, Nebraska. So I just don't see how he's gonna come up with that type of money. Unless, up front, I guess they gave it to him. I don't know. So you just got me all confused now, because I'm just
the only way, like I said, the only way they're gonna give anyone up front is if he's endorsed. If it's a sponsorship deal and not a fight card deal.
Okay.
It's paid till after you step in that damn ring. Now, if they said, like I said, if they're like, hey, we're going to give you $10 million to endorse BLK Prime and we're going to stream your fight for you, then that's a difference. Then it's an endorsement deal. I understand that aspect. Someone would have had to infuse a decent amount of cash within that company.
Okay. What about you, boxing man? What's happening?
Salute, KQKC. How you doing, brother?
All right, how you doing, brother? What's happening?
Oh, pretty good, man. Just enjoying this talk on a good Saturday.
All right, what you got?
Okay. Well, my opinion is, I feel like it was kind of both sides. Crawford and Spence was kind of holding it up. I feel like Crawford, he could have did more though to make this fight, but and then I kind of understand what the other brother was talking about not being inactive so long. But I feel like he took maybe he should have took that multi-fight deal that Al was offering him, and maybe that would have kind of consolidated some of what he was trying to make.
Okay.
Well, let's just look at the timeline though. If Bud fought last November, right? It's about a year, and he wanted to stay active fight while he was waiting for Ugas and Spence, and I believe that was in April. Could he have not taken a fight in June, since he wanted another fight? But he didn't take the opportunity to do that. He did it now, after after he says he's waiting so long. Well, no one told you from November to June that you couldn't have a fight, or November to July, but he didn't do that till now.
Exactly. And why wait till now to take a fight? At the 11th hour, basically.
Because they was dragging their feet over there. It seemed like.
But I'm saying, could he have not fought in June? He already knew, and April that Spence and Ugas was already lined up. Could he have not taken this Avenesian fight in June, May?
Yeah, but
so then he was active.
Yeah, but he probably didn't think that it would, be this kind of mess going on when he was negotiating with them, And that, so when he found out, they were full of crap. He said, "Hey, well, I got to move on, because you got to remember he been fighting with Top Rank his whole career. So, them guys fight, 3-4 times a year. So, he on that Top Rank schedule. So, I mean, Bud, Earl, they're used to fighting once, twice a year. They good with the layoffs, but that's just not how Crawford, maintain his body and everything."
Excuse me. Let me say something real quick. When was the last time that you saw Crawford fight more than one time a year?
A long time, actually.
Hey, Crawford is not on no ESPN. Like, he fights one time a year. That's what Crawford fights, one time a year, just like the PBC fighters that you're talking about.
Nah, that's not true, brother. Because
okay, well, tell me when the last time you've seen Terrence Crawford fight more than one time a year.
Didn't he fight? If I'm not mistaken, I don't have my computer by me. When did he fight? Kavalaskas? Was that last year? This year, or the beginning?
No, he fought Kavalaskas in what, 2019?
What's his name?
2019.
What was his last fight? That shit. Anyway, like I said, man.
Sean Porter was his last fight.
Yeah, Sean Porter. Yeah,
that was a year ago.
Yep. Yeah. So
almost a year ago.
Yeah, he been kind of off for a while himself, but like I say, man, at the end of the day, I feel like the PBC is good for this, holding up these fights, and it just, like, now he's getting $10 million. How much did Earl get on his last fight? Was it $5 million? I think about maybe $5 million or something.
Well, that's just the purse. You don't count the back end. Earl's making more than Terrence was. You're
not counting the pay-per-view and the gate, if the gate's included,
exactly.
But the pay-per-view split is a huge thing that they were arguing over.
Right.
Yeah. Well, I just look at it as, it's everybody's trying to put this just on Terrence, and you can't do that, because it's just it doesn't make sense. If Earl, just like I was listening to Brother Knockout, he was saying, he never seen where somebody sent a contract, but they didn't sign the contract, because when they sent Earl the contract, they were saying that Earl, when they sent Crawford the contract, they said that Earl had already signed it, but that's not true. Because remember, if we just step back a moment, when Cambosis sent Haney the contract, never did sign it. He sent him a slave deal, and then he said, well, I got to make sure the signature's real and all that before I sign it and all that. So that is possible too. Now that's possible. You know, see, folks tend to forget when things is happening, but you just can't blame one person. You just can't.
My whole blame is, honestly, it's not like a blame. Honestly, it's just, for me, like, it left a bad taste in my mouth. Like, you don't do that shit.
Right.
If Nonito is one of those people that'll tell you, hey, we're not going through this fight. Like, I'm gonna move on with my other options. He's not the person that'll blindside you.
Right. That's what Bud did. You know, he didn't negotiate in good faith. That's all.
And where do we get this stuff that you can't blame one person? What world y'all living in, bro? The point is, no matter what y'all say, this man ducked Errol Spence. There's no other way around it.
Man, brother, how you can't?
Hey, I don't cut me off, bro. I'll let y'all talk. When I'm done, you'll be able to have your say. I'm not gonna go through this with nobody today. I'm not.
Okay, Rick, let me read this super chat real fast. Ross Red 357. He said, "Will the WBA sanction this fight?" Is the question. Can Bud be stripped? No, so far they haven't sanctioned it. You know, I mean, this is a voluntary defense. So he's pretty much volunteering, you know, to stay busy, he says.
Okay, so let me finish my point. Then you'll be able to cook, and then I'll come back. And we grown. We ain't got to do this, right?
Go ahead.
So this is my point right here, right? This is my point right here. And everybody can say whatever, but it's just funny how no matter what, let's take away all the backbiting. Let's take the money out of it. Let's take all that out of it. It's just funny and strange to me whenever it's something that doesn't go Bud's way, whenever Bud makes a move that's not going along with what's supposed to happen, it's never Bud Crawford's fault. It's never Bud Crawford's fault, right? Watch now. What was it with the Sean Porter excuse? KQKC, right? Oh, the people couldn't get to the app. ESPN wasn't working. People wasn't familiar with it. That's about to be the same excuse when because it's on BLK Prime. Because it's on BLK Prime and don't nobody order it. Oh, nobody was familiar with the app. It's too small. Nobody knew where to order it at. Right? It's always somebody's fault. This dude show y'all time after time after time that he's a walking contradiction, and y'all keep caping for this dude, bruh. Let's be honest. We understand the business of boxing is staying in the business of boxing, bro. This dude went and he's going to fight a dude that everybody know, David Avanesian. Really?
Who the fuck is that guy?
Who is David Avanesian? David Avanesian. So you went past Boots, you went past Virgil Ortiz, you went past Errol Spence, and you fighting David Avanesian?
Man, talking about moving up. He don't want to face Boots, bro. Talking about his weight and all that, man.
Why Bud ain't facing Boots?
Come on, bro. I mean, not Bud. I'm talking about Earl.
Right.
Why you think Earl Boots trying to hurry up and run his ass up?
Because he already said,
bro.
He already said and told everybody exactly what he was going to do. I want to get undisputed and move to 154. So what's the point of staying at 147 when this man told y'all the route?
He getting ready to get his ass knocked out. That's why.
Right. But you ain't got Bud fight. You ain't got Bud fighting Boots though, right?
Shit, he not his mandatory. He Earl mandatory. What you talking about?
Who's Bud's mandatory?
Ortiz, I believe, ain't his verdict.
Why he ain't fighting him?
Man, listen, he not. You know what?
Wasn't his last fight the mandatory?
You said
you
what?
Don't have to fight. Wasn't his last fight the mandatory? Wasn't it? I thought it was Porter or his last. Yeah, I thought his last fight was the mandatory for the belt. So if the last fight was
Earl,
correct me if I'm wrong. No. Are we talking about Earl or are we talking about Bud?
No, either one. But no, Earl, they both did. I think it was voluntary.
Well, for Spence, I know that Stanionis is one of the mandatories because he was in line already.
Yeah,
so that's one that he's gonna have to get away from. If he, at this point, because I know Richard Schaefer's pushing that. He's pushing Stanionis' mandatory position now. Like they're tired of waiting. But I thought Bud's last fight, he did fight his mandatory. Was it not? It was voluntary too?
Oh, I don't know if Porter wasn't mandatory or not. I thought he was voluntary.
I know it was mandated. That fight was mandated, and then it went to purse bid. So
then yeah, he was the man.
Yeah,
then
mandatory.
if that's Bud's mandatory, then he doesn't have to do another mandatory until his voluntary.
Oh, right.
They don't put, so I mean, I agree with you. And gentlemen, I can't stay on the panel very long. It's Saturday, and my kids are gonna probably wreak havoc in just a second.
I appreciate it.
I just, like my whole thing is, what I hate is that I'm on the other side too, like seeing the business of boxing. So I can't just be a fan and be like, oh, this and that. But I will say, as a fan, not knocking on, Bud, but I was a fan of him in the boxing ring, but this stuff outside the ring, I'm not a fan of, and I'm just not playing with it. I'm not gonna buy that fight. I'm sorry, just not something I'm interested in seeing. So
I heard that. Tell Danito I said hello on Rachel. Okay.
I will. He's packing right now. He's going to the WBO convention in Puerto Rico.
Right. Yeah, Haney says on there, WBC. Okay.
I'm going to BC and BA, but I'm not going to BO because the kids are complaining they've gone too much. So
okay.
So yeah.
Okay.
So I'll be down in that, but if you just ping me.
All right. You have a good time.
All right.
All right.
Thanks. You have a great weekend. Bye.
Yes, you do the same. All right, after Rachel, we got Demoni. He said, how long should Crawford have waited? Okay, well.
Waited for what?
Right. He's talking about, I guess he's trying to say how long should he waited to get done.
This is what I'm talking about, OG. This is what I'm talking about, bro. Everybody want to play excuse game for Crawford, bro. No other fight matters. No matter what y'all say, no matter how y'all keep putting on it, right? Y'all want to play 50% in the game, bro. When we've been talking about this fight forever, and especially since April, since Ugas. Stop playing stupid. No other fight matters. He should have waited until the negotiations was done. Did he do that? No, because how can you have negotiated a deal in this small of a time frame if you're true in honor and being negotiating in good faith to fight with Errol?
So he's supposed to wait on that clown, huh?
Are we going to answer the question?
I'm asking you. Is he supposed to wait on that clown? He's supposed to wait on that clown.
What other fight matters?
I mean, that fight matters, but at the same time, I'm not gonna wait around for no games.
I don't argue with children, bro.
Well, I'm not no child for one, brother, so I just give you respect and you give me one. Salute to you, KQKC. I'm out of here, but it's all respect, man.
All right. Appreciate you, boss man.
See, this is the problem, right? You get these fans that just want to go from one side, and if you wrong, you wrong. If this was EJ, I'm gonna get on his helmet because he wrong. Man. If you wrong, you wrong. You know what I'm saying? Like, just admit it. Yeah, Terrence Crawford could be your favorite fighter. He could be your everything. I don't know. But if he's wrong, he is wrong. That's just what it is. And I see these guys, they just cannot admit that Terrence Crawford is wrong. You don't do business like that.
Right.
You just don't.
Imagine, let's stop lying. Hey, Key, shout out to you and OG. Let's be honest. Imagine if Errol Spence walked away from the table and said, I'm fighting Stanionis. Imagine if Errol Spence walked away from the table and announced he was fighting somebody at number 6 on the WBC or WBA. We wouldn't hear the end of it. Let's be honest.
Right. Call him a duck. Yeah. What's up, D-Ray? D-Ray, you there?
Yes, sir. Can you hear me?
Yes, sir. I can hear you.
Hey, man, great content. Thanks, Rachel. Panel, chat fam,
Yeah.
salute.
Yes, sir. Salute
Hey,
to
man,
you.
you got some content you cooking up, KQ?
Yes, sir. I call it open panel Saturday now. Since my phone line went down. So, all right. What you got, D-Ray?
I mean, if it's true and it's a $10 million payday, you know, how can we be mad, bro? I think we should celebrate that a fighter don't have to go into a fight, you know, having to try to give up everything to get their market value. Because my thing is this: if homie from out the hood gonna bring in 10 million, Eddie Hearn, Bob, all the rest of them take them should have at least done that, bro. So if they don't do it and Omaha get a fight, I don't know, you know, it's been a minute since Omaha got a fight. I'm all for it, man. I just say let's have a celebration, man, and then embrace boxing like true boxing fans are, you know. The thing was to be undisputed, not to sit up there and go back and forth with whoever, you know, you would be able to do that with, you know. And that's one thing that I salute Donaire about. He don't go back and forth, bro. He just go for the best fighters that he can fight. So, you know what I mean? That's when boxing's at its best, you know, when the fighters can be fairly compensated for the risk that they put for our entertainment and we can enjoy it safely. I'm all for that, man. And then especially when we get an open panel Saturday. So salute to everybody. Go ahead, KQ, talk to him.
Okay. Hey, T-Bone Boxing, appreciate you in the super chat, man. He said, why is it always confusion and conflict when it comes to Bud?
And where is this idea that this fight with Errol Spence wasn't going to generate Bud $10 million or more?
That's what I was saying today. I think it would have generated much more.
Where do y'all get this? Where do y'all get this information from? The very person that ducked Errol Spence?
Yeah.
What are y'all talking about? Y'all make absolutely no sense, bro. Get off this man's dick. It's simply what it is. Y'all like this man better than the truth.
Hey, I thought EJ was the truth, man. What happened?
Not
smoke and mirrors, bro.
The truth, the honest to God truth. Y'all can continue to believe what y'all want to believe, but the cat's been out the bag for years. I told y'all years ago this dude's a fucking duck. It's simply the facts, bro.
All right, Ray. Talk to him, Ray.
It's been this way since he came to 147. I told y'all, bro, you don't go. Why would you sign with Top Rank when all your viable competitions is at another promotional company? Because I told y'all before, bro, it's the same with Devin Haney, right? Y'all praise Devin Haney on doing what he had to do to get the job done, but then y'all want to sit up there and excuse Boots, and at the same time, y'all on Tank's helmet for doing what the fuck Terrence Crawford did.
Did you hear what I said?
We don't want to talk about that though, right? Y'all dog Tank for doing the same shit Terrence Crawford doing on a platform where he has no viable competition. And Tank's a duck, Tank's this, Tank's that. Ain't that what Bud Crawford did?
D-Money just in that super chat said 10 million now or wait on Spence for no guaranteed money. Now, that's not true. I don't believe that well, at least his nephew said that that's not true. His uncle is not going to take no guarantee. That wasn't true at all. Now, that's his nephew. I'm saying that. So we can't believe everything we read, you know, or hear, you know. So that's his nephew saying that, no, that's not true. That's just a rumor. No one's not going to take no guaranteed money. So now, not my words. That's his nephew words. And Woke said money over legacy now, in that case, everybody gets an excuse to duck now. All right. Okay. Yeah.
The biggest fight in boxing, and y'all think this man was gonna get robbed. The biggest fight in boxing, not the biggest fight worldwide, because this is a boxer's fight. I've been telling everybody, Terrence Crawford ain't popping like that. That's just a fact. But every boxing fan, every person that's on YouTube every day is waiting for this fight, bruh. Everybody. And no matter what y'all say, this was a game of chicken, and Terrence Crawford swerved off the road. He loses. No matter how y'all say it, no matter how y'all put it. Errol Spence was coming this way, Terrence Crawford was coming this way, and Terrence Crawford did that. He's ducking. Whether it's a $10 million duck, a $20 million duck, an $80 million duck, the same way Canelo ducked El Charlo and David Benavidez. Well, he got more money at the zone. You goddamn right to duck. Bud is no different. It's just different to y'all because y'all some dick riders. I'll call y'all what the fuck y'all are. You're dick riders.
All right, somebody. Okay. High_solo. What's going on, man? Solo, you're on mute.
What's up, fellas? My bad, I had to get my shit together. But this Terrence Crawford, man, it's a duck, man. This dude been hollering big fish and where's Earl at in the ocean, and he just been talking shit the whole time, man, and he don't have no validity on what he said, man. It's just, how you gonna make a fight, 2-3 months before the fight you already made? Everybody knows it's a duck, man. That's all we gonna call it. That's all I really wanted to say, man. I ain't really got a whole much to say, just because Staniotis is Earl's, mandatory. So now Earl, I feel like he stalled Earl's pockets out of whack, because Earl gonna get that 10 million off the top. But
right,
I think he played himself out about 18 million total, because if Canelo and Caleb Plant can get 600 to 700,000 pay-per-views, why can't Earl and Bud? That just don't make no sense to me.
Right. That's what I said he could have got way more than 10 million.
Yeah, he could have got, I believe he could have got about 18, really, just because this is the biggest fight. Come on, now, this is the biggest fight since Manny Floyd, and we all know that was a bullshit-ass fight, and this fight could have been a war.
Right. Because both men wanted to prove who's the best. So, yeah. You're right. Yep.
Yeah, I don't believe it. I don't, as true boxing fighters, I don't believe that they're ducking each other. But the business side of it, man, Bob said he's hard to deal with, because if he was still under top rank, this deal would already been made. Bob would have gave him that little weak ass 7-8 million, and this deal would have been made already.
Yep.
Let's just state that fact. That man wasn't getting nothing but a guaranteed 5 to 8 million. Amir Khan got paid more than him, and he wasn't tripping about it then. So why you tripping now when Earl gonna get more than you?
That's right.
So I just sit here and say this,
because
this man
he called it the biggest fight. But hold on. But he called it the biggest fight. So if it's the biggest fight, why we can't respect the principles, bro? I mean, and that's my whole thing, right? And I'm gonna go to Tommy, but I just wanted to say, is once Earl say fight nobody, and then he go fight little Mikey, where was this energy at then? Oh man, go ahead, KQ. You got a fire panel going. Y'all subscribe, like, and share. Go ahead, bro. My bad.
All right. Okay. Solo, you got anything else?
Yeah. I'm saying for a rebuttal of that, Mikey, they just said Earl got hit with, he's not a technical fighter. A whole lot of people had Mikey beating Earl now. A whole lot of them Hall of Famers, a whole lot of people that's in this chat, and people who like Bud, and people that was rooting on Mikey had him beating Earl. So it's some people out there that was floating around. Like he said, he been trying to make the deal with Bud since 5 years now.
Right.
Who Who cares that he fought Mikey, bro? The fight is right here in Crawford.
Right. I agree. I agree, and that's what I said. We don't give a fuck about that. That shit was 4 years ago.
That stupid.
No one cares. No one cares. This what Bud fans say. Well, Mikey did. Well, who gives a fuck, bro? We was at the fight and Bud ducked it. What's the excuse?
Yeah, he ducked it.
What's the excuse for that? Oh, y'all, it's $10 million is the excuse. It's a $10 million duck. Everything else y'all saying is bullshit.
Hey, bro,
he's joining
that one. I said 50-50 or no fight, bro. And y'all pushing 60-40,
but how can you
65, 35,
and you call that progress, bro? How do you deserve money from another promotional company off of what you did at Top Rank? That's what Bud's really trying to do. This is called a finesse move, my nigga. We all from the neighborhood. At least I know I am. That's a finesse move. That's a double up where I'm from. You try to get that money off Top Rank accomplishments and try to bring that shit over to Al Heyman. And Al Heyman like, nigga, you ain't fight none of my thoroughbreds. You ain't fought nobody out of my stable. Since you the best here, I got Earl right there for you. Come on, man. Let's keep it real, man. I'm gonna keep it all the way. I'm gonna keep it up. Nah, I've been sitting here listening to y'all talk for the last hour. Let me get what I need to say off, brother, man. That's it, and I'll let you get your speak. But I'm just saying, he could have signed with PBC and could have got a 2-fight deal. He could have fought Danny Garcia and then he could have fought Earl. He could have fought Keith Thurman and then fought Earl. Man, this dude's a duck, man. He's scared of competition, man. I'm tired of fucking holding back. The nigga Bud is scared to fight anybody across the street. Since we always talking to that across the street shit, who's this nigga fought across the street? Undungo, Kell Brook, Amir Khan, all these niggas is washed, bro. These niggas is dumpster juice. Fucking tomato cans is what they fucking say in Italian. Fucking tomato cans. I ain't trying to come with this kind of energy, but I get worked up because as a boxing fan, I appreciate the sport. But come on, man. This is supposed to be for the culture, man. The culture of boxing. We're supposed to be fighting for undisputed 4 straps and get the shit over with. And then these niggas is supposed to move up, fight Charlo, fight whoever you want, fight Boots. We need this shit revolving, man. And it's gonna be YouTube, and it's gonna be guys like us that gotta push for this fight. And so we gotta stick together instead of going back and forth, who did what. We know it's a duck. We know Bud's trying to get a double up. That's what it is. He's trying to get 10 million from this no-name startup company, and once he get his little 4 to 5 million, because they only worth 6, so he might only end up getting 3. And now I don't even think this motherfucking platform's even gonna get probably over pay-per-view, whatever. It ain't even gonna get 20,000 sales at least. You know, Bud's gonna be losing. He's going to get the guaranteed money that he wants, but the company's going to be losing. So they're not going to fuck with him again. And he has nowhere to go, but I can respect Bud getting his money as a free agent. That's all I can say, because a free agent, you know, he got to bet on himself, but at the same time, let's just keep it real, fellas. He didn't bet good on himself, man, as a free agent. He needs Bob. I hate to fucking say it. He needs Bob for that fucking guidance, man, because right now he ain't making no smart business decisions. He need that slave master Bob. I hate to say it. He need his Jewish slave master Bob. Y'all can fucking say whatever y'all want, but that's how I'm calling it. Because if Bob was in his back, in his corner, this fight would already been made. I'm sorry. November would have been checked off.
But that's, in my personal opinion, bro, that's why he left Bob, because Bob was gonna make the Errol Spence fight.
Wow.
In my personal opinion, this is not no I got inside information and no shit like that. In my personal opinion, the reason he left Top Rank is because Bob was going to force that fight on him, right? But again, I'm not going to let the brother that just spoke get off either, right? The truth of the matter is, bro, it's a great business move for Bud. It's the first great business move he had. But if we being honest, every move that this dude made was business. Every single move Bud was business, because if he was really with it, if he was really about it, and I said this before and I'll say it again, guys, y'all gonna keep hearing the same shit. In 2018 and 2019, before the pandemic, the PBC was the place for the welterweights to go. Even Andre Berto, one of the worst welterweights at that point in time in history, was still getting paid for fighting bums over at PBC. And again, you don't go play, if you're in varsity, you don't go play JV, baby. No one could have predicted the future, right? But at the present time, what was going on at the PBC was the ultimate round robin gauntlet of the best welterweights on the planet getting dough. And in 2018, Bud Crawford signed with Top Rank, a place where he had no competition but a high guarantee. That's business ducking. These are facts. Not my opinion.
That's what I'm saying.
These are facts. This man been a duck. Y'all just didn't see it. He been a duck. If you Jordan, you going to every all-star team. I'm going to the Rucker. I'm going to the Drew League. I'm showing everybody business. No, you went over here where it ain't no competition. Devin Haney was at the Zone getting paper up. The Zone was papering Devin up. He took a shitty deal to show y'all he the best at his weight class. What did Bud do?
He re-signed with Top Rank. He ain't want that smoke, man. That's what I'm saying. You could have fought Danny Garcia, Keith Thurman, if you wanted to come across that street.
This y'all pound for pound great, though. This the best fighter in the world, though. Y'all niggas is slow.
Excuse me.
Okay, go ahead, Rob, man. Go ahead.
Yeah, I think y'all just created like a circle argument because I just heard y'all say Bob would have made the fight by now. That's why he left Top Rank. But then, then y'all went back. Y'all backtracked and said he shouldn't have signed with PBC because the fight would have been made, or he'd have had better competition by now.
I said he should have.
Right. But now, and later in hindsight or in present sight, you're saying that Bob, the reason why he left Bob.
Because he got, I don't want to interrupt you.
Hold on. Let me complete.
Go ahead. My bad, brother. My bad. Go ahead.
Yes, yeah. I mean, you know, I like the back and forth. I'm not about that, but you know, what I'm saying is, you know, damn, you threw me off because I was ready to go. But he signed. You say that he signed. He left Top Rank because he felt like Bob was going to get him the fight, but then. Before that, he signed with Top Rank because he didn't want the smoke. That's like a circle argument. Go ahead.
I got it.
No.
Hold on, bro. Hold on. Bud Crawford. We got to, again, what I tell y'all, bro, the business of boxing is staying in business. In boxing, y'all play like y'all don't understand, right? The thing is that Bob got to keep his fighter happy. He got to keep him happy, right? But Bob needs a return. He wasn't getting a return. That Errol Spence fight would have gave him a return.
Okay.
So again, after I run you through the nobodies the same way he did with who? Manny Pacquiao. This is nothing new, baby. It's tradition. This is how Top Rank works. They build a fighter up and attach him to the big name fighter on the other side, and then they hopefully make that fight when it's ready. The fight was ready.
Right.
The fight was ready.
Right.
He took Bob to court just because he said he wasn't getting promotion. And definitely if he would have set that fight up against Earl, he would have got that promotion. If he wouldn't have re-signed with Top Rank at the time when Vasily Lomachenko got Fighter of the Year over Bud, while he was still at Top Rank, you know. So it was still, that's when it was best for him to leave because obviously Bob was showing more favoritism with Loma than he was with Bud.
Right.
So that's why it would have been smart for him to leave and go to PBC to get a chance to fight for them straps. And at the time, he probably could have got to fight Manny Pacquiao because Manny Pacquiao ended up going to the PBC the very next year after all that shit happened.
Right. I kind of think that if he would have went to PBC, all right. So around what was it? What year was it? Spence.
That was like 2018, 2019.
What year was it that Spence made the plan to clean up PBC? Like 2019, right?
Yeah, that's what I said, 2018, 2019.
Yeah. And I kind of, you know, being that's like a trajectory plan or a business plan for a business. You know what I'm saying? This is what we're gonna do before we do that. I kind of get the, you know, the inkling that if Crawford would have signed to the PBC, you know, he'd have been second fiddle. Of course, the Spence, which is understandable because Spence was there longer. but he wouldn't have got the fights that Spence got until Spence.
He would have got Danny Garcia. He would have easily got a Danny Garcia. He could have easily got a Keith Thurman.
Right. But
he could have easily.
I mean, I don't want to go back.
He could have easily got some top guys. He could have easily got some top guys at PBC way before he could get top guys at 147 like he did Amir Khan, Kell Brook.
But
he could have had a few more better fights over at PBC before he would have got that chance. Because PBC would have wanted to introduce him as far as business. You know what I'm saying? Like, hey, we got Bud Crawford, and then they would have gave him one fight against Danny Garcia or another top PBC fighter. You see what I'm saying? And then that would have been like,
Danny Garcia was offered that fight with when Bud was still with Top Rank.
Right.
And they didn't get a call back. And then there was a back and forth between Thurman and Top Rank as far as Thurman wanted $10 million.
Right, but he would have got that though.
I mean, that I guess that's a he say she say, on their level and whatnot. But I guess the present day is, and I watch I watch all you guys. I watch, I watch LDBC, I watch non-LDBC. And when Carpenter came out with the last report about the fight, the contract came back for the 23rd of February. I guess that was like a green light for Crawford to just, go for that December 10th. I mean, per Blue Blood explanation. And I know Blue Blood might, have, a little.
But Bud,
yeah, go ahead.
But if Bud wanted to stay active, he could have easily, like Rachel was saying earlier, he could have made this fight happen in like June if he wanted a tune-up. Say I wanted a tune-up, bro. That's all you had to say, bro. Was like, hey, I want a tune-up fight before I fight Earl. He could have got that in June, or he could have got that in June in the summertime, bro. And then he could have been like, okay, I'll fight him in February. Late January, early February.
I can agree with that because
because it's a dub just because you don't speak up. You talk all that shit, not to cut you off, bro, but you talk all that shit about I accepted everything in the contract. Well, if you accepted everything in the contract and you said if you accept everything, come on, make the fight happen. But if you already doing that and then he's making this fight in December, so that means you already a camp is at least 8 weeks.
Yeah.
8 to 12 weeks. So you already knew back in August what the deal was about this shit, bro.
Hey, can I chime in for 1 second, please?
Oh yeah.
All right. Yeah. Peace and love. Peace and love to the channel, man, and
peace and love, King. Peace and love.
Yes, sir.
King.
Yes, sir. Well, I just want to say this, man. Like, I feel like a damn fool because I actually thought that Crawford wanted this fight. You feel me? Like I'm with Spence, but I thought both fighters wanted it. But when I look back with a timeline, you can see where Crawford was, you know what I'm saying, just being full of shit, man. Like, one thing he said was the fight with Errol Spence is gonna happen down the road. We should have paid attention to that. You know what I mean? And that's when they were supposed to be negotiating. Early on when Spence was fighting Ugas, man, they wanted Crawford to fight Thurman. Crawford said, no, I'm gonna wait for Spence. He said, the only 2 fights that I want is Errol Spence and Jermell Charlo. Where the fuck did this new dude come from? You know what I mean? And then with Blue Bloods, it's like you come out talking about you met the man at 7-Eleven, but you have no footage. So we don't know if it's 7-Eleven or in the back room somewhere where this dude that told you to come out here and spin this narrative just so that it'll look like, man, he didn't get what he wanted, so now he's going to run over here and get this $10 million bag. When in reality, how in the hell they going to give this man $10 million when it's a $40 pay-per-view? You feel me? And then we don't even know who this is. This a Triller? Who is this? Black Prime. You feel me? So it's like they've been stringing us along, and Bud knew from day one that he didn't want to fight Errol Spence or Manny Pacquiao because he had a chance to sign that. He had a chance to sign that contract with Pacquiao, and Bomac told him don't do it, supposedly. And I'll pass the mic, man.
I disagree with that. Let me just tell my last point because I gotta go.
Okay.
All right. So the negotiations started in June, and I guess they were hoping. There was reports that it was going to happen in September. You know what I mean? And I guess I do believe outside of his whatever y'all criticize as far as the negotiation tactics, asking for money, this, that, and the other. you know, the fact that, you know, he waited until now, I think that is good faith for a contract with an announced date, which was the 23rd. I think that is good faith. You know, the fighter hoping for a September fight or hoping for a November 19th fight and didn't announce anything or didn't, you know, pull a trigger or the plug on anything. And then finally, when he got, you know, there was reported 2 weeks ago, they got that contract that said the revised contract that said the 23rd. All right, I'm gonna get this fight. You know what I mean? I do believe, you know what I'm saying, that is good faith. I'm gonna say, you know, as a fan of both fighters, that it's sort of a duck. I mean, you could get, I mean, that's nothing for me to say that because I'm not emotionally attached, you know what I mean, to anything other than real life and whatnot. You know what I'm saying? I mean, them dudes is getting that, and I applaud them for getting their money any way they can. And so when it was announced that this happened, I went to Black Prime, I subscribed for the year, and I bought the fight. You know what I mean? I like when a fighter bet on himself. You know, move away from the conglomerate, move away from the big companies and stuff like that. I don't, when I go to Blue Bloods or any of these other LDBC, I rarely agree with everybody. You know what I'm saying? But that's a big move. And I think that the LDBC could show just how powerful they are, because I think YouTube boxing coverage is shitted on by all of those dudes. The fact that they don't give as much information about fights upcoming. It's gracious that they give interviews in passing and stuff like that. And sometimes some of them appear in the show. But I think, they still favor mainstream old media and whatnot. And I think the LDBC, if they was to get behind Blue Bloods and this Black Prime thing with Bud, I think it'll make a big statement. You know what I'm saying? That's just my opinion on it. You know what I'm saying? Peace and love to all of y'all brothers. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Remember outside of this sports and stuff like that, we brothers and everything. We brothers and sisters. Let's not get too emotionally attached.
Of course not. Yeah.
Right. Much respect, brother.
I ain't talking down on nobody either. I feel like everybody getting that bag outside this, and I know how it is when you get into this mode to talk about the sport and get really emotional. You know what I'm saying? Because we was all playing sports at one time ourselves, and some of us still are. But let's remember we brothers and everything. I love y'all.
All right.
Peace. Always peace and blessings.
Peace, brother. Peace.
Your last words, Solo.
Man, I just want to say much respect to the panel, man. Much respect to the chat, KQ, man. I appreciate you bringing me to the chat, man. I love talking boxing with you brothers, man. And I just, as a boxing fan, I just wish we could have got this fight, man. We could probably wait till next year, like KQ always said, let's just be optimistic and be humble. And let's just see what the business is going to be like down the road. Much blessing to Bud getting his money. Much blessing to Earl still getting his money and being champions. And just much respect, man. I don't really have too much to say other than it's a duck, man. That's all we can say, man. Hopefully they can get the business right, but a duck is a duck, man. Much respect to Bud as a WBO champion. And just call this shit a duck, man. Hopefully his team and his camp can stop talking shit on the internet and just be about their fucking business, man.
Amen.
Let's just take this shit the right way. So much love, man. Y'all enjoy your Saturday, brothers. Much love. Blessings.
You too.
Yes, sir. Peace and love.
All right. Okay. Sean T, what's your last word?
Man, last words is, man, KQC, man. Hey, Inglewood in the house as always. You know what I'm saying? Yes, sir. And man, I came in late, but as always, man, it was a pleasure. You know what I mean? But I'll definitely try to look out and catch y'all for the next time. You feel me?
Okay, yes, sir. I'm gonna start doing this every Saturday. So,
okay, I'm gonna look for you. I'm gonna look for you. But love it. Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
All righty. Okay. All right. What's going on? 817.
What's going on, OG?
What's going on with you?
Let me burn the house down real quick before I get out of here.
Okay.
Say, look here. All this much respect. Ain't no respecting no whole shit.
Mm-hmm.
Y'all can respect that shit. I don't respect that nigga. I don't respect how he move.
Right.
I don't respect how he put shit in jeopardy. And let me say this. When you born, a name is given to you. And you represent that name till you Go
wait,
on and change.
I'm sorry, Deep Money. I'm sorry, I forgot your super chat. But the highest paid welterweight, good business move.
All money ain't good money.
Bud, the highest paid welterweight, good business. Now, Bud, not the highest paid welterweight.
If your integrity for sale, then that's cool. D Money. If you got a price on your integrity, that's cool. You put a price on an asshole. If you want, I mean, if it's enough money, you'll let somebody fuck it. Moving on.
Okay.
Like I said, when you born, you given a name and you represent that name. Motherfuckers represent and respect their name. Then when you go attach yourself to some other shit, you can't just make moves for yourself. Because now other people got an answer for the moves that you make. So yeah, much respect to him getting his money, much respect to him doing for his family. But it brought a lot of shit back on an organization that he was a part of before he made the decision. And check this out. It looked like everybody with the 4 letters besides their name was surprised. A few cats knew, but it looked like a few of y'all didn't know shit. And so while it's much respect to him taking the opportunity for his motherfucking self, he was a part of a conglomerate. And content and shit he been doing and been laying,
right,
it ain't matching up. And now everybody on the team ain't aware. And now they answering for you too. But understand the conglomerate is big. The motherfucking move is bigger than the bullshit. So they gonna band together. I can respect it, the movement of the group, because what else are you to do? They want to see it crumble anyway. And this is what's sad about allowing Bud Crawford funky ass in to do it. Because regardless as to what a motherfucker say, he had them 4 letters attached to his name before he had Black Prime and anything. You built up your channel with that with them 4 letters next to your name. I watched, when I began watching, it was them 4 letters next to your name first. And your content. Now everybody else got to answer questions for a move you made that's gonna benefit you. But the movement bigger than the bullshit. It remind me of some NOI shit, some Malcolm X shit. The movement bigger than the man, so we'll bury the bullshit and protect the man. It's all good, but I'm gonna tell you, I'm not no dummy. I got to look at you with a side eye now every time your mouth open, because I don't know if you're being real or if you're being about business.
Whoa, woo.
So listen, it's sides. It's everybody say they just want to see the fight. They just want to see the fight. They don't want to talk about the business of boxing and the shit that goes on behind closed doors. But guess what? The business of boxing makes the fucking fight. They never get in the ring without somebody negotiating. They never get in the ring without the money talk. And no other viable business saw Mr. 3 division, undisputed, pound for pound GOAT as a fucking commodity. Except for whoever the fuck he duped, the investors, to put this money up. Now they looking at how the fuck they gonna get a return. And Black Prime getting drugged for not being able to spell, for shit content, and for stepping in to the biggest fight in boxing indirectly in some kind of way and fucking it up. Because directly or indirectly, he associated with it.
Yeah.
So now, when your affiliates that's in the city, let's say, in the same spot with Errol Spence, and Earl in the motherfucking VIP, and he look over and he see the motherfuckers affiliated with a motherfucker who gave the nigga a platform to take on it, I don't know if he gonna invite you in the section. He already dragging him on his motherfucking Instagram. So the shit you do indirectly affect other motherfuckers that you was already down with before. But you made a personal move. Oh!
Man.
See, I step on some motherfucking toes. See, I ain't got nothing associated with my motherfucking name. I told y'all, I don't need no fucking friends. That's what allowed me to tell the fucking truth and say what the fuck I want to say. 817 is his own goddamn brain. So ain't nobody gonna call me and check me on shit I motherfucking say. Y'all want to talk about the bullshit? It's bullshit all the way around.
Yes, sir.
So when you want to blame a motherfucker for not getting a fight, it's one nigga that the fight was in his lap, and that's Terrence motherfucking Crawford. And what he did, he found the motherfucker to take the cushion for him, take the motherfucking beating for him. And his whole organization gonna stand behind him because they real.
Yeah.
And they got to, because the sum is bigger than the parts. Oh, I'm gonna get out the way, OG. I done burnt the house down. Fuck you, man.
Okay, good one. All right. What's going on, Rachel? What you got?
Oh, I forgot to say, like, you know how we kept talking about, like, oh, he did this and he did that. The one thing that it's either he's okay, so Bud's either stupid or he's smart, and I don't know which side of the fence I'm on. So I guess, well, it depends on which outcome you wanted, right? If he's smart and didn't want to fight and was trying to look for a way out, then asking for open books on PBC and Al Heyman was the best way to do it, because we know no one's going to open their damn accounting books to you, especially if you're not part of the company and you're not investing into the company, so you don't need to see my books.
Right. That's why I didn't understand. Was he trying to open and see if that money's good, or do they do great numbers, or what was he trying to find out?
Well, supposedly, right, what they said is that they were working off of a no guarantee, quote unquote. Right. And that they were supposed to work off a percentage of the profits, and that he wanted to see and prove certain expenses on the promotion. So he wanted the books opened. And the thing is that, again, I don't know if he's playing dumb or if he's being smart. Now, apparently, you know, we're not getting the Spence fight, and he didn't really want to sit and do that, then that's fine. But that was a way, because you knew there was no way a company was going to open their books for you. So you could sit back on your rocker and be like, well, I asked them for it and they wouldn't give it to me. They're the bad guys, not me.
You got to have a warrant. You got to have a warrant to go in somebody's company and ask them to open their books up. You know, a federal warrant at that, you know. So he knew that was happening. Yeah.
Right. That's what I'm saying. Like, it was an easy way to cop out, because he's like, well, they didn't give me what they wanted. What I wanted to see their books. Well, we don't owe you that. You're an independent contractor outside of our company. There's no rhyme or reason that you should be able to see books, our movement, and in addition to what we're paying other fighters. Because opening of books will show you how much, for example, what did Spence fight make his last fight? What were his pay-per-view numbers? What was his split? Blah 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 blah, and going down the road. So it's like you put yourself in a chess position where you knew that they weren't going to move that, and so then you sit back and be like, see, told you. They didn't really want the fight because you opened the books. No, you idiot! It's bad business. Like, I would never open my books. You better get a warrant to open my books. There's no reason for anyone to see my books.
Right. Yeah. Yeah. So, yeah, exactly right. So that's one way to pretty much put a cap in it, or say, you know, well, I don't want to fight, or he hesitant, or whatever you was trying to do. So yes, you're right. What's up, D-Ray? You got anything with Rachel?
Yes, sir. Hello, Rachel.
Hi.
Thank you for bringing the great content. You know, peace and blessings to you and your family. You know, one thing I always love is you know, when the parents take care. I think that's wonderful that you know you're able to share content with us, you know, and bring KQKC, you know.
You going out, D-Ray. You going.
D-Ray, we can't hear you.
Yeah.
You're skipping.
Okay. Hey, everybody subscribe. Thank you, though, KQ.
There we go.
Thank you,
We
Miss
can
Rachel.
hear you now.
All right.
Oh, I'm gone.
Okay.
Oh,
All right.
okay.
All right. D Money said they give everyone a guarantee. Why not Bud? Okay. Maybe it was. Maybe it wasn't enough. I don't know. So Bud wanted to look at the books. I don't know. I wasn't there. You know, so I don't know how the negotiations went. You know, so now Rachel, let me ask you a question real fast. Now does every promoter get every fighter money up front?
No.
No. Okay. So that's not okay. So they just try to pretty much tell them what they're getting, or they just have to wait and see what they're gonna get paid, or they let them know what they're getting.
No, they know what they're getting.
Okay.
They don't get their fight. They don't get their person until after the fight, right after they step out of the ring. You know, commission comes over, promoter comes over. You have to sign your deductions, et cetera, et cetera, et cetera.
Right.
And then they either hand you a check, or if you had a deal to wire the money into their account, then there's an agreement that says that the money will be wired by, you know, Monday morning. But that's after the fight.
Right.
So
Right.
the only other stuff that a promoter would give you money for upfront is training expenses. If you negotiate training expenses in your contract, unaccountable or accountable against your purse, then they'll give that to you upon the signing of the contract.
Okay. Yeah. Okay. Now I know you're right about that, because Floyd Mayweather, he opted out to get a check, especially after the Manny Pacquiao fight, because of course everybody's saying, when he said, "You want to know how $1 million look?" Ching ching, he held up the check. And I have seen a lot of fighters sign when they get out the ring, go in the back, sign this and that, or you can have the money wired into your account in X amount of days. So you're right about that. I know that for a fact. So okay.
Yeah, and then that's always to say, like, if you guys seen these locker rooms after a fight, you know, there's a bunch of reporters, there's commission, and you know, sanctioning bodies, and sometimes there's drug testing agencies, there's fans, there's family, and you're trying to get all your stuff together, right? Then they hand you a check, you put it in a pocket, and you're not going straight home. You're going to, you know, you're gonna go eat dinner, you're gonna go, you know, to a club or whatever, and then you lose that check. So I personally like being able to just say, like, okay, we have signed the agreement that I'll get wired on Monday, and then I don't have to go looking for a check, because to like have an actual check in hand, if it gets lost, if someone does it and tries to, you know, fraud it,
right,
it's a little bit too much hassle with how much stuff goes on after a fight.
Yes, because I know VADA or whoever drug testing, they normally they pretty much follow you around until they ready to drop you again or test you again. You know, so yeah, it's too much going on in the dressing room, cameras, people taking pictures, especially you won or lost, and interviewers and all that. So yeah, you're right. I would like that that to happen. So. But
Let me get this question that's in the chat. Hold on, I think I lost it. If Top Rank were in the fight with PBC, don't parties get to see the books? No. What happens is they see the gross. They don't see the book, that how much I spent on the promotion, how much I paid my camera crew, how much I paid my graphic designer, how much each person on the card got, et cetera, et cetera, et cetera. It's working off of gross ticket sales and pay what they split. It doesn't have to be where you're going to approve my damn, like, what my expenses are to run my company. It's not that. They're splitting out numbers that can be verified through the ticketing agency source, which of course is the venue. When they finish their bookkeeping on the tickets that were sold, tickets that were comped, etc., and then also in addition to pay-per-view numbers. Pay-per-view numbers usually, you know, there's an estimate, but then at the same time, like, 30, 60, 90 days about is when they're supposed to already reconcile the books for that fight, because of the fact that you also have to take into account that people did buy the stream, but you also have to take into account refunds for, you know, streams being choppy, or them not actually getting the stream even though they purchased it. So all those accounting, you can't just pay out a fighter immediately over someone saying, oh, they got 1 million pay-per-views. You still have to work out the accounting on the back end, how many didn't, you know, they didn't get to see, and the refund request and all that other stuff against the business.
Mm-hmm. Okay. All right. Okay. Very informative, Rachel. You know, I got to have you on here for a full hour to, you know, hour at least, you know, because, you know, I see, you know, the business a lot, and I always wanted to do an interview with you. Just had Kid Austin and everybody on. So, but and I'm gonna get in touch with you and set something up. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Let's set something up, because like right now, like the kids are right behind me, and like I keep snapping my finger, like, be quiet, mama's talking.
Okay.
But
Okay. I talked to okay, I know who to talk with, and I get your information, and of course my email is down in the description. So all right. And
okay, I'll grab it and then I'll email you, so then you know how to get a hold of me.
okay. Yeah, just the one that the gmail.com. Okay. I have two of them. So the gmail.com. Okay.
Okay.
All
Sounds
right.
good.
All right. Thanks. I appreciate you. All right. All righty. All right. Yes. All right. So that was Rachel Denaire, Danito Denaire's wife, and of course manager. And you know, she sound like promoter too. All right. But I didn't expect to go this long. But you know, I didn't expect to get into it like that. But I did, and you know, it just took off. And I had some other things I wanted to talk about, the lightweight division and the heavyweight division. But it's okay. It's okay. But me and Knockout, we will be live tomorrow. Okay, we'll be live tomorrow at 9 a.m. Central Time. And that's the early morning show. Now, just because I'm a fool with 817 Spencer Fire. Oh yeah, yeah. 817. He come with that fire. And one thing about 817, he don't give a fuck. He like me. I don't give a fuck. Right? I don't care. You know. Yeah. How's the Nino doing? Well, he's doing fine. They packing now to go to the convention. Bill told me he was going to the WBC convention, and I forgot what Bill's going to ask for, but he's going to ask for something for Devin. I don't know what it is. Okay, I really don't. Okay, so but yeah, that's what they get ready to go to the convention, and it's going to be in Puerto Rico. Is it Puerto Rico? Dominican Republic, Puerto Rico. Okay. All right. Yes, sir. All right. Robert Gray in the gym. Oh, okay. Okay. Yeah, you go. Okay. So Robert Gray in the gym. Okay. Wait till you see my next move in his career. Stay tuned. Rachel. Oh man. So she got next move going on. All right. And I wanted to talk about anyway. All right. In Noe. Okay, because I wanted to get into that. I didn't get a chance to talk about that. Okay, Puerto Rico, Rachel. Okay, Puerto Rico. Okay, Puerto Rico. All right. I wanted to talk about anyway. Okay, and we all know that he fought Denaire, but now Stephen Fulton, he's a unified champion too, and now I don't think Denaire. I'm not Denaire. In no way or anyway wants to fight him. And I wanted to get into that, but we'll get into it in the morning show tomorrow. All right. And I've been on, you know, over close to 3 hours, and I was planning on being on for an hour, but it's Saturday, you know, and I got a couple of things I got to do. But I thank everybody for coming in. You know, I hope everybody hit the like button, and thank you all. And I appreciate everyone and the super chat. And let me see, I don't think I had a cash app. I would have said something. Yeah. Okay. Yeah, but and I thank everybody for coming in. I think everybody came up on the panel. And I think this would be a good Saturday morning to have a open panel Saturday. I usually do panels during the week, you know. So I just, I'm a solo guy, so that I'm gonna keep it like that because I'm not a panel guy. But I would do that on Saturday mornings. Okay. I think that was great. I loved it. And I love the everybody opinion, and I'm not saying nothing about this person or that person. Everybody that came up spoke their mind. It spoke their mind, and like I say, everybody had great idea. Everybody had different perspective. I love Rachel insight on boxing because I'm learning a lot about the business side of boxing. I don't know a lot about the business side of boxing. I know a little bit, but not much. So you know, and I would love to learn a little bit more about it. But I thank her for pointing that out about this and that. But I knew about the checks. You can get a check. Cause Floyd had to let everybody know he had $1 million check in his head. But I do know that you can have a wire too. Now me, I would have my money wired. No, I would have my money wired to me. That way, I know it's safe. I know it's not around. Somebody can slip in my pocket, or I can leave it on the chair while I'm interviewing, and next thing I know, it's gone. You know, so trust me. I'd rather have direct deposit. You know, um, with Google Access, direct deposit, baby. Don't send me no check. I don't want no check. Uh, no, I don't care if it's $100. No, no, wire. Just put in bank straight to the bank. Because anything can happen. You know. What's up, Dodge J? And that super chat. Yes, my brother, Dodge J. He said a person we admire and respected had a burning desire to see this fight. And what we learned, he's probably discussed it with you now, with you, with you, no, with you. Well, discuss it with you. Know who? He's probably discussed it with you. Know who? No, nobody discussed with me. Am I reading that right? And what we learned, a person we admired and respected had a burning desire to see this fight. And what we learned, he's probably discussed it with who? Oh, okay. You probably, not with me, but you know who? Okay, he probably discussed it, yeah, with who? Okay, yeah. I know you're talking about, yeah. But hey, it is, yeah, champion heart. Yeah, I like the red deposit, and I appreciate you, Dodge J. So, but it's boxing, y'all. It's boxing, and please don't get emotional involved. Like that. It's boxing, and let's focus on the fights that's gonna be made, the fights that's been made, the fights that will be made. You know, So yes, sir. Yeah, yeah. So, yeah, Kurt Sugar. Yep, Kurt Sugar. Yeah. Kurt Sugar. Yeah, Kurt Sugar is you know what? And it's so funny. I still got his number in my phone. And for some reason I can't delete it. I don't know why. I don't know. I mean, his wife. I talked to her, and I was gonna call just to see how she doing, and she turned she turned it off. And I guess, I mean, rightfully so. I guess I don't know, but I kept the number. So, but anyway, but still in all, yeah, he wanted to see that fight too, and everybody did too. So now it's just not happening, you know. So, but yeah, I'm about to get off All Positive Network, man. Thanks a lot for coming in, brother. All right. All right. I'm about to get off, man. I've been on for 3 hours. Thank you, though. All right. And I appreciate it. All right. Now, if you haven't subscribed to KQKC Boxing Network, feel free to do so right now. If you haven't joined the channel, go ahead and join right now. I appreciate it. Become a family member of KQKC. All right. We're growing. We're doing good things over here. And I thank you all, Positive Network. All right. All right. We'll be live tomorrow at 9 o'clock a.m. Matter of fact, we'll be on my platform tomorrow. That's right. We'll be on my platform tomorrow here at 9 o'clock a.m. Okay. So please, and So Glow, I mean, he has some positive, great things to say. And I'm glad to hear from him. D-Ray, hey, that's still my guy. He's a Bud Crawford fan, but I really appreciate it. All right. I appreciate Rachel Daenerys coming up. I think she's a beautiful person. And I thank her for her time. Because a person, with that notoriety, normally don't mess with people like us, and she does, and that's good, that's great, and I admire people like that, because even though how successful her husband is, they still make room for people like us. Now, I'm not saying that we ain't nothing, but still they never think or act like they're above us, and I appreciate that. I do. And always free to do an interview, always willing to come on someone's channel. And I like things like that. I like when people is down to earth. I like when people just keep it real. And those are real people that you would love to get to know. And I would love to pick her brain. I would, and I thank her for that. I thank her for that. Ooh, okay. All right. Okay. Just 1 second. Okay. Just 1 second. All righty. Yes, sir. Okay. My daughter's on her way. So thank you all for coming in. I am KQKC Boxing Network. And thank everybody for coming in. All right. And everybody have a good Saturday and get everything done you need done. All right. Champion Heart, thank you for coming in. Teach, I appreciate you. And Rachel, thank you for coming in and with your great insight. All right. And Dodge J, appreciate you. And I appreciate 817. Always keeping it real. And my man Ricky. And my man Everything Boxing. All right. Make sure you go subscribe to them. All right. And with that, and Shawala 77, what's going on? All right. Yeah, she's back. She's back. And Shawala 77, she's getting pretty much like me. I'm getting a little bit tired now, a little bit of this, and life goes on. And shout out, and things, it's a lot more boxing going on. And don't get it down, because we got a lot of boxing going on and in all divisions, lightweight division, all the way up, featherweight, bantamweight, all the way up, okay, to heavyweight. So we got a lot of other fights going on. And Errol Spence is going to be fighting again. Errol Spence is going to be fighting again, of course. Now, of course, he's going to be moving up probably. Will Chance Crawford and that fight happen? I don't think so. I don't think that fight gonna ever happen again. I think he burnt his bridges, and hey, he figured he did what he did for him and his family. Get that bag and go ahead and retire. So who knows? All right. So with that, that's all I have. All right. Shout out to the almighty LDBC and shout out to all my subscribers and family members. Thank you all for coming in on this Saturday morning. And sorry we don't have a fight to call tonight, but still watch boxing if you can. All right. I watch reruns sometimes. So, okay. So with that, thank you all, and you all have a safe and good day. All right. Peace and love to everybody. And thanks everybody for your support. I'm out of here. Peace.